All right. Hello, hello. Is that time? Dungeons and Dragons. I need a few extra minutes because I discovered something was broken and I had to fix it. And really, all I was able to do in a reasonable time frame is to put a band-aid on it. Yay, technical issues. Um, but with that, hello. Welcome in. Hi, how you doing? We are gonna get this bad boy started in a minute here. So, hopefully you enjoy the stay, as I also have to do some other thing real quick. I gotta move some stuff around because, some people aren't here tonight, so I'm gonna have to hide a couple things here and hopefully remember to not hide them next time. Um, so yeah, we're gonna get this bad boy started in just a minute. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and we'll get this started soon. Couple minutes. All right. All right. So, who would like to do a recap?
Yes, I can't wait to hear.
I think only about three of you were here last. No, four of you were here last week.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'll start it off. Someone else can kind of fill in some details, but it began with the party having made camp somewhere out kind of in the wilds. Had an encounter in the middle of the night, and one of them had heard some kind of stirring out in the distance. And I think it was Zed who ended up encountering a very old friend of his, actually kind of towards the beginning of the adventure, a very large lizard folk druid by the name of Dra'ari. And then there was a series of introductions and light conversation. I think Ari ended up preparing a meal for all of these new comrades that he had met around the camp. Um, Let's see what else happened in camp before we started departing from there. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of interesting interactions as far as between, who was it that had the tiny little crystal amethyst dragon? That's Zed that has that. That's
Yep.
his. Yep. Yeah, Dra'ari was enamored by everything that was, draconic within the party in general. I feel like I'm missing something before the party eventually had departed, I think, to the south.
Breakfast was made.
Hmm.
Let's see. You made breakfast for everybody. See if I can remember names. I'm so bad at names. She's not here. Banana went and did a like a ritual with some of the bones that you had given her.
Mm-hmm.
Flutter did a reading. Um,
Oh, that's
and
right.
then
Yeah, there was the reading. That was what I was missing. That was
What
cool.
kind of reading?
I don't think so.
What kind
Flutter
of
had
reading? Was it a cards
produced
or?
a bunch of leaves, like threw a bunch of leaves in the air, and then
Okay.
picked one of them and then handed it to Dra'ari, and I think it was the Knight of Cups, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
Okay.
And then there was also an interaction with a Dryad uh, at some point. I think that kind of happened maybe after the reading, if I'm not mistaken. It was Anana who I think wanted to find out more, or try to track and investigate what happened to Cha, because it was revealed that Cha was gone in the middle of the night.
Was the Dryad the same one that we've met
It
before?
was.
Is that okay?
I don't think Ari had met it before, but it did seem familiar
Okay.
to the party.
Okay.
There's a few questions asked, some very vague kind of answers.
That sounds right.
Yeah, Ari, because Ari had initially he cast Speak with Plants on the largest tree, and then it happened to be this Dryad that kind of walked out of it, and that's what sparked it. And then I think kind of shortly after that, the party had made plans to continue south. I can't remember the name of the village or where they were headed.
I think it was just the like the grounds where the I don't know what they were because I wasn't there for that explanation, but the
Grunstall, was
carts
that the
and
name of the
everything.
town?
Yeah, that place we've been heading, I think, but I don't remember the name because I haven't been there before either. Zed,
We
do you
went,
know
Grunstall.
where?
we went and hung out with the travelers who there's like a,
Mm,
what was it? Madame Moira is kind of
the
like
mirror. Yeah,
the queen of them, and she's a seer. And yeah,
that's right. Because
You did
Anana
last time you
wanted.
hung out with them?
We did, yeah, because like that was as we
Oh.
departed, Anana wanted to catch up to the travelers because they wanted Ari, the new companion, to gaze within the mirror, which was definitely a very interesting interaction. But didn't lead. I don't think it answered the questions that Anana had in their mind.
Okay.
What else happened with the Moira?
Flutter saw like shadowy flutterflies in the mirror, but just kind of took it as they're just her flutterfly shadows. But Anana saw that one of her flutterflies had flown over and had changed color and then returned. Flutter did not see this. And then you had your reading. Yeah.
And then I think it was from there that maybe we shared a meal with the travelers once again, and then we continued to Grenstall. I think that covers it. I might be missing some larger key points.
So you left
Or
off
not
arriving
larger.
in Grunstall?
No, we didn't arrive in Grenstall yet, I don't think, right?
We arrived, we're in the Mimic. Tavern. I
Oh, that's
believe.
right. Yep. Yep.
We
My memory is not
were.
serving me.
Everybody was all discussing stuff and everything. Flutter colored in the children's coloring page, and when she finished, I think a guard came running in saying goblins
Yeah,
were
yeah.
attacking. I think. Yes. No. Maybe.
That does sound familiar.
Goblins attacking. Okay. And that's where it left off, I take it?
That is, I think, where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
So, Draari, who are you? What's your who are you?
So, yeah, Draari was initially had joined the party in the very early days because he was captured alongside Zed, and they had actually escaped together when they were in the Underdark. And that Draari was with the party for a short while, I think, until they made it to the surface, and after which Draari is kind of a seer amongst his people, and can read the moons and direct the lizard folk to the best waters, and so he had a lot of duties that he needed to go back and kind of see to, but has since rejoined the party for yeah, a short while, at least for this little distance. He's a very large, kind of imposing looking lizard person that is actually wearing nice kind of leathers and detailed kind of robes, has some kind of large horns. The picture for him, I don't know if you can see that somewhere or if Cube can share it, is pretty fitting. um, but is very in tune with nature, and although has like some more animalistic tendencies, is still very warm and just kind of and compassionate in general, and just wants to help. But yeah, I think that's a pretty
Okay,
good
cool.
summary for
Thanks.
now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, they got. I thought they got inspiration at the end of last week.
That's a cool picture of Jari.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a very cool picture.
Hey.
Free floating. What does that mean?
Someone take it. Grab that inspiration.
Do you have one, Flutter?
I think I do actually. Let me check.
I think I have one too. Let's see who else maybe doesn't.
In the middle
Yes,
of
I
Zed,
need
you
one.
don't have one. Zed needs one. Nag it, Zed. If Flutter doesn't have one.
Nope, I have one. I'm good.
All right. Yours, Zed.
Why does it keep moving the
All right.
boundary? Why? Stop it. Boundary. Stop it.
It's a really cool picture.
Boundary. Stop it. Ugh. Gotta fix that.
So
All right.
somebody just came in and yelled about goblins are attacking, and then that's where we left off, right? And is
Yep.
Sari with you guys? What happened with Sari last week?
She faded into the background.
Okay, but she's come along then. Okay.
Let me make sure this token is properly updated. So box on this
Wait, it
thing's
sounds like
ridiculous.
right up our alley. There's some goblins. Let's go get them.
Yeah, Draari stirs at the call, and immediately starts kind of rushing out to the door to try to get eyes on what's going on.
Flutter will jump down from her high chair and skitter along the floor and try to follow after.
Yeah, Sari's right at the door with Strari. And what do
All
we
right.
see?
So you guys hit to the doors. I mean, at this point, the the tavern's just kind of fallen silent. This person kicked in the door, yelled, "Goblins are attacking!" Fell and collapsed on the ground just inside the doors, and everybody. It's almost like a record scratch stop. Like everybody stops talking. Everything. It's like everything just kind of pauses. Just time is just frozen, and everybody's looking at this this individual who's fallen like face down on the floor. They look like they're in like guard armor. um I mean, it's all happening so quickly, but maybe a little bit of like blood pouring from them. They don't seem like they're gravely wounded, but kind of on their verge, I guess. They push their limit. And you guys go to the door, paying no mind to the individual bleeding out in the doorstep.
No, I mean,
No, Sari
with
bends
that
down
reminder,
to check out that he's okay.
yeah,
Sorry,
Ari would
bends down.
definitely go to perform some aid.
Wunderbar.
Looks all right. I think he's all right. He's just exhausted. What's going on out there?
And you probably roll him over just to make sure his face is not planted into the tavern floor. And so who was the first one to him?
Sorry.
He looks like a human. It's like very generic, like black hair, brown eyes. He has a helmet on, so you can kind of see some of the hair, but nothing that really stands out. Just just a dude living his life as a guard. Well, quote unquote living. And you go over to him, and he just reaches a hand up, very weakly, very slowly. And it looks like he's trying to say some words, but he just falls unconscious. Still breathing, still like
Let's
bruised
pull him
and
over
battered.
to the side so we don't step on the poor fella.
Yeah, Ari will try to stabilize his wounds and start kind of wrapping him up in a little bit of bandages and at least stabilize him so he's not going to just die and bleed out here.
So Sari sees that happening, so she jumps to the door to see what's going on outside.
Outside, you don't really see anything immediately, but you can definitely hear the sounds of like screaming, terror, bedlam, chaos. Almost like somebody's town is being raided or something. But as your eyes adjust to the daylight, was it day? Hold on, let me double check what time of day this happened. This was notes. Tavern. Yeah, it was getting to be about evening. Yes, nightfall. Okay. Yeah, so when you step outside, the sun is, definitely it's getting dark. But luckily for your eyesight, it's not that big of a deal because, it seems like
Right.
some people's houses are on fire.
Oh man.
And there's that, ember glow, just not really everywhere, but definitely not a matter of somebody's street light being on.
It looks like this town's in big trouble. There's houses on fire and there's a lot of mayhem out there. We've got to go see what's going on and see if we can lend a hand.
They duck back in to tell people this.
Yes.
How's everybody react to that?
Yeah, after Ari
I'm gonna switch scenes in a
stabilizes
second.
this individual, if he's able to do so, would jump up. Did you see their forces? Perhaps their command. I am ready. Ari is ready.
I didn't see a lot of I didn't see a lot of that. I've just seen a lot of buildings on fire and a lot of people screaming, but they're not right in my vision. So we've got to go out there if we want to learn more.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Ari
it's-
nods and starts heading out.
Yeah, I feel like Zed would
Scooters after.
get the obviously understand that there's an emergency going on and we need to get out there and help.
Okay.
And
Are there a
what-
lot of other people in the tavern?
Oh yeah, it's you know it's the drinking hour, drink o'clock. So there's a
And-
good few
and-
people in here.
And how aggressive do they feel about going out to fight people?
Well, if there's any fighters here, come on with us so we can help. Anyone?
Well, I think we should set up to defend the tavern at
We
least
need
at
some
first until we know what's
polymorpher.
going on. Keep the
Well, I know
people
that
in here
there's
safe,
people
maybe.
screaming, and so I'm
Then
going
we
to head
must
out
tell
to the
people
fight.
to come back here. But I am with you, Ari. Sorry.
Polymorph,
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
We must take the fight out to them.
giant.
They need
Yeah,
us.
but that's a great idea. We'll send people back, Kozik. We'll send people
Boa.
back and tell them it's safe here if you've got the place guarded and you can rustle some of these
SRD.
people to help you guard the place. Then we could send
Open
people
list.
back. It can be a safe place.
I think Zed'll look up to the bartender and kind of
Giant.
relay that, not just to the bartender, but pretty much everyone in the bar. If you want to be safe, you got to stay here. Probably be expecting a lot more folks, eh?
Where's the cat girl?
She's probably around somewhere.
Okay,
Who's the cat girl?
she's probably got skills she can
Boa
help
constrictor. Giant boa constrictor.
Is that
She was
someone
like
in the
a-
tavern?
That-
She was like a waiter,
What?
waitress, basically.
Ah, okay.
I hope this works. Yeah, so
All right.
she's pretty much a waitress. Oh my god, why is things breaking?
Those waitresses can.
But
be
she has
talented
claws, too.
folks.
And I
Yeah,
imagine
there's
she
a
can
lot of
jump on
talented
things.
waitresses. That sounds.
So you're trying to recruit NPCs into fighting?
I mean, I'd say maybe leave them here to defend if there's anyone
Yeah.
that can just defend here.
Yeah, Kozik's wrestling up defenders of the tavern. Right, Kozik?
Yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm gonna hang out by the door. You guys should get out there.
All right, let's go. Come on, Zed. Come on, Ari.
Wild shape.
Flutter follows behind.
Flutter, are you coming? Yeah.
Oh, that's
Flutter's
not.
already
Oh dear god,
skittering towards the
All
door.
right.
that is not the token
All
I
right,
want.
let's go. So what do we see, DM? As we run around the corner towards the fire, the houses and the screaming.
Zed's gonna take 2 big swigs from his flask.
Oh,
Just going
right
to
here,
the door.
brother. Right here, too.
Probably gonna need it.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, it doesn't resize it properly. Ugh. Sorry, I'm trying to get something lined up here. There we go. Background stuff. So you head outside, and as soon as you do so, wait. Well, first let's backtrack a little bit. So you're kind Kozik is trying to get people on, defending things. So you can give me a persuasion.
Okay, let me pull up this particular screen. Persuasion.
Maybe coax some people who aren't normally combatants into, sort of stepping up.
At least they can, put some tables up and bar the windows or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So it takes. Actually, what do you say to them? That could be a deciding factor.
People of Grenstall, patrons of the Mimic, this is the time to defend yourselves and your town. Come on, let's stand up and do it.
You see a couple of people chime in and sort of step up, shake off the shock of the moment, and it looks like they're starting to move some tables, move some chairs, just sort of hop into it. Maybe even barking a couple of orders at people who are just like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" But they also understand the situation at hand, so they comply.
And I want to kind of just stand outside the door, that kind of stance. Leave the doors open for the moment so we can bring people in if we need to, but...
So you step outside. Just, I guess... So is anybody else doing anything in here? You all collectively stepping outside? For scene swapping
I think
purposes?
everybody ran out into the evening.
All right. Now scene swapping. So as you step outside, you immediately notice that there is a armor-clad individual, looks to be of hobgoblin origin, barking orders at a pretty sizable grouping of goblins, and he's pointing down the street for one, and then for like another group he's pointing down another street. And he's just general barking orders like, go over there. Just kind of, just generic. Go there, grab people.
The leader, I assume.
Now we
Can I
see-
do like a history check to see if I recognize this guy, and then maybe retroactively that knoll that we fought?
Some people
Kind of
haven't,
wondering if they
it
had
seems, yet.
anything to do with that Mr. Black fellow that we came across the last time we were here.
Let's pull off to the side here and see if we can just scope things out before we start just attacking
that so they
everyone.
can see it.
Let's get a
And then I
little
will get
intel.
camera control for you guys. There we go. So it seems like they haven't really noticed you stepping out amidst the chaos. But they kind of have their back to you, and they're just pointing at these goblins and telling them to go down streets. I may as well just preemptively prep this.
Oh man, it looks like there's a lot of them. Oh, this looks planned. I don't like the look of this.
You guys see the combat tracker?
Are we
Yeah,
like
okay.
severely outnumbered?
Oh yeah.
If we are to strike,
me
we
up.
must take the head of the snake. If not, then a defense is our only option.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why do we have to take the head?
He looks over to you. That one is commanding their forces. Without him, they will not know where to look.
Okay,
Right.
so
but
smash that one. Yeah?
Yes.
but do
Okay.
we know if he's
Flutter's gonna go really
leader
fast
leader?
towards him and rage.
Oh man, here we
Alright.
go.
Yep.
Put
Jari
Hold her.
begins to
Hold her.
shapeshift.
Cube, did you hear what I said?
I did not. What's up?
I was wondering if I could roll some sort of like check, like history or something, see if I recognize this hobgoblin, and then also because didn't that Mr. Black dude have a gnoll and a hobgoblin as like his cronies?
He had a Nolan and
What's
an orc.
a
Gnoll
What's
and
a
an orc.
gnoll?
Okay.
But I mean, you can roll a history, but you can all
let's
can
see.
also roll me initiative.
Okay.
Look at
I got
that.
5.
3, 4, 5. Love these rolls.
Woo.
I'm trying to remember where damn.
2.
Hey, we got the 2 in there. All right. Come on. There's
Where's-
only one. There's only 2 options here.
Help me out, guys. I can't
Oh,
remember
well
where
done, Ted.
initiative
Well
is.
done.
Somebody help me out. I can't remember where initiative is. Dang it.
It's right below your, I'm sorry, to the left of your walk speed.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Oh, no way.
2, 3,
Well, at
4,
least
3, 3.
one of us did well on initiative.
Well, that's good. Let's get the low rows out of the way for
Exactly.
initiative and
There
not
you
for
go.
our fight. Oh, hobgoblin. Okay.
Gobby gobby.
5, 4, 3, 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's great.
Oh, I did not even see all these things getting placed on this map right now. I had to zoom in.
Let me look.
There we go.
Oh. Okay, there we are.
Also, something to take note. So normally you'd move about 5 feet,
See
per,
nothing.
kind of like a
There's that.
square. You will notice that there is no grid.
Yeah.
Keeping things in mind, there is a measure tool, and that'll kind of give you an idea of how far things actually are.
So how much is this grid here? This square that's around us now, how big is that?
If you use the measure
10
tool,
feet?
there is no square.
Oh, well, I'm seeing an orange square. Okay.
I mean, that might have been me.
Oh,
I'm
that-
trying. I don't see anything, so I don't
Okay, that's just
know what's
okay.
going on.
You don't see
Just
the page?
blackness. Mm-mm. It's
It-
just black.
That's odd. What?
Wow. Okay. That's a shorter distance than I expected.
Lighting.
The hobgoblin's about 20 feet away from Sorry. According
Try
to
that.
the measuring tool.
Did that
I'll
do
try to
anything?
refresh. Maybe it's still black, but I'm going to try to refresh and see if that helps.
Here.
Why do I have this orange square? Select token.
I mean, it is kind of it's not actually that big. I just kind of scaled it down.
Yeah, it's still black for me.
Where?
Hmm.
Let's see. What's up with her permissions?
I don't know why I have a big orange square. Get rid of it though.
Should be able to see. Butter. No, it's not that. No, her token's fine. Butter. Let's see. Let's see what's her issue here. Vision. Last one is a site. Get rid of that. Let's try that. Did that do anything?
No,
Vision.
still black.
That sucks, Flutter.
And Flutter.
I'm assuming you tried to like zoom all the way out. and see if it changes anything?
I've zoomed in, I've zoomed out. It's not wanting to do anything for me.
Let's try this. Give her a light radius. Let's see if I can give you a light radius if that does anything. Vision. Vision. That's the same as everybody else's settings. I feel like that might be a browser thing. What browser are you using?
I mean, it lets me play normally. I use Firefox.
Why is
I've
it
had troubles with Firefox in the past.
Hmm.
I had to switch over to
Here, I'll exit out
whatever the one that came with the
completely.
computer.
Exit out completely, and then I'll try to go back in.
The only problems I've had with Firefox was in like running in like the normal browser. For whatever reason, like it has issues with like Foundry and other VTTs unless you go into like the incognito browser. Sometimes that
Oh,
works around it.
interesting. Yeah, I had the same problem. Like it wouldn't come at all at one time in Firefox, so I just
Hey,
used the
Khalees, how's it
browser that
going?
came with the computer.
Wonder if
I have this big
Oh,
orange square around
we pretty much started.
with
Just
my
started.
token in the center. I cannot for the life of me get rid of it.
It might be someone else's cursor because I've noticed like if I move my cursor over the enemy tokens or the goblin tokens, it shows like this red square.
Yeah, I'm seeing that one, but this is an orange square that's centered around my.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
might
that-
just be someone that left their cursor over you or something.
So that's just the token border thing.
So there's no getting rid of it. Okay.
I hear somebody playing music in the background.
Yeah.
Ah, it's Kozik. What you listening to over there, Kozik?
Oh, somebody was being loud.
Yeah, that's weird. I haven't touched anything. Why is
How's it
Flutter
going, Flutter?
I'm trying. It's
0,
not wanting to
0?
work for me.
Let's try something else just to see if it's this particular scene. Gotta find the other scene you guys were on before. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It was this one?
All right, I can see the town now.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Don't know what I did or what one of you did, but we got it.
Excellent.
So you can see your token now?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So you just had to poke it enough times until it got aggravated and decided to work.
Exactly.
All right.
Probably. Never mind.
Which one of these buildings is the Mimic Tavern? The one to
The
the
big
right
one.
of Kozik?
But this is
Oh, the
this is
big
just
one.
sort of a representative.
All right.
It's
Okay.
not 100% to scale. Use a little
Sure.
bit of theater of the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So Zed, you are up first. What are you doing? Because you didn't exactly catch them by the surprise, right? They're
Right.
already kind of sieging the place, so they're already sort of, on alert, as it were. And you just see Flutter start to like rush out.
I know which one she's running at based on. Okay. See, measuring tool. $30. If I can do the spacebar thing, it'll still move, right?
Yep.
There we go.
That's as far as I can zoom in.
And ooh, actually, how do I undo my movement?
Control Z.
Control Z. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna use steady aim and start the party off right. Now, with steady aim, it says you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. If I was casting a spell like Jim's magic missiles, let's say, I would only get advantage on one of them since it's 3
Yes.
attack rolls. Okay.
Yes.
Then I will save that and fight fire with fire since they're trying to burn the town down.
I'd say a 23 would hit.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Nice.
Okay.
For 14, and then I'll yell out at him. Hey, why don't you come fight someone your own size?
You're aiming at
Oh,
Mr.
this-
Big specifically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oldest trick in the book.
So you scorch him with a firebolt into his back, and he turns and just smiles. Finally, someone
I've
to
got-
fight.
I've got both thumbs up on each side of my on each of my temples. I'm just like wiggling my fingers and sticking my tongue out at this dude. Just being really obnoxious because I just took a couple shots right before this. That'll be my turn.
All right, his turn. You see this goblin standing next to him. A lot of my tokens are weirdly overlapping. I gotta be very meticulous in how I select these. So
Yeah, you can grab him from the combat tracker, I think.
Well, so the reason there's only one goblin is because they're just acting at the same time, as opposed to every single
Okay.
one of them acting individually.
I see how many of them, so yeah, that makes sense.
So this guy grabs a goblin standing next to him, like plants his feet in the ground, picks up the goblin, does like this spin, and yeets this guy at you.
Oh, hi, hello there. Didn't expect that.
Damn it, why is it? Oh, it's because I have that token selected. That's going to happen a lot, because it's just, if you saw my UI, you'd see how many of your borders are overlapping right now.
That's attack,
So
then
base
that would hit.
16. That's a base. So this goblin just kind of slams into you, lands at your feet and falls prone, but you still take... I'm checking his thing. D4. 3. Four points of bludgeoning damage. as you're effectively hit with a goblin. And then his actual turn. He pulls out this like long sword. And let's see. He sees he sees Flutter coming towards him. So he pulls out this long sword and points at Flutter and does like the bring it on. Again, that's 3. Is that?
I'll bring it.
It's a reaction. Okay.
You wait.
All right. But that's all he does.
That's all he did.
So you said he was prone and he stood up and pulled out his weapon. Was that the action?
Well, the goblin.
Yeah.
So
So he's
goblin horde.
so he's
So the
not
one in
prone
front of you.
anymore?
What?
You said he's not prone anymore?
No, he's not, because he's using
Okay.
half his movement to get up. And gonna go ahead and pull out a craptastic little scimitar. I'm confident a
Uh-oh.
20 hits you.
Zed? Yeah.
What is that thumping sound? Oh. Okay, so
There's
yeah,
some
he
weird background noise.
smacks you for 5 slashing damage.
Wait, we got to get you over there. Or who's where?
If you zoom in, you'll be able to see him.
No, I'm zoomed in, but Zed's like about 30 feet or 25 feet away.
There's a goblin in front of him.
Right here.
Oh, there's a goblin. I thought it was a big guy. Sorry.
What is Kozik doing today? So the other goblins, one of them scoots up to this guy, and then the rest just start charging in.
Oh, gosh.
But I'll say, since Flutter was already kind of charging in, you can meet a goblin and sort of interrupt one of them, unless you definitely want to keep your trajectory towards big guy.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for the big guy. I was told that I had to take his head like a snake. So that's what she's doing.
All right, then I'm just gonna move them first, and then have them all do their thing. So this one's gonna run up to, let's see. He'd have to double move, so he can't. He'd have to double move, so he can't. So that would be 2 attacks for Ari. And that one already hit Zed. Okay, so 2 attacks on Ari from this grouping. Group. Normal. I'm confident a 21 will hit.
Oh yeah.
And a 16?
Yep.
All right. So they just come in with their little scimitars and they're just slashing and screaming. Damage. For a total of 14 damage. And then these 3. Yeah, they can't reach anybody. So they'll just kind of surround this guy. Almost like a small pack of animals defending their raiders. And I don't know why that says Dirk. Dag nabbit. Update. Sorry. Alright. So Ari, you're up.
Oh, perfect. All right, so Ari is good. Is it the nighttime right now, or like, is it dark out?
It's dark out.
Is there a moon present in the sky?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Perfect. So Ari first starts kind of channeling, this. He starts kind of muttering, as some of you have seen when he begins kind of channeling his primal magics, and the mud starts to shift beneath his feet, and then he just puts both of his hands up into the air, and it's almost like a draconic howl to the moon as he casts Moonbeam as his action, just centered directly onto the hobgoblin. So it's a 5-foot cylinder. I can draw this. Hold on.
So click to cast it, and it might give you. It should give you like a little template you can place.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's do that. Yep. Did it do it? Oh, I see. Oh, but now the little window's in the way. Okay, here we go. So like right. I think that's where I want to put it. It's hard to see just because the window's in the way.
Like I said,
And so,
Band-Aid.
yep. All good. So that goes off, but nothing necessarily happens initially. But then, right after that howl finishes, you can just see like Ari's, his back kind of arches weird. There's a few kind of contortions, and then bonus action, all of him shifts into a massive boa constrictor. Just this very
Wow.
large jungle snake, completely green. There's still some of his horns that have kind of melded into it to give it its own kind of unique look. And it's a very large creature. I mean, it's not massive size, but it is giant.
It's gonna be massive when I switch the token, but I have to resize it. So just because of how the map is currently scaled, the tokens don't scale automatically when I use a polymorpher. So it's gonna be like.
So I'm just gonna move. Wait, how do I move? There we go. I'm just gonna move Ari out of the way for now.
I want to see if it keeps scale. It doesn't. Okay. Which is funny that it uses that particular token because that's default, and I think something got mixed up. But yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's massive. Can we resize it somehow?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But you can see the box is now freaking huge, so it's one of those like.
Yeah. Well, let's see if is that always going to show the box? Yeah, I guess it is. Well, that was my action and bonus action, so that would be the end of my turn.
This might. Hold on.
And then I think, I mean, you probably know Moonbeam, but for anyone starting their turn in the Moonbeam, that's when things will happen.
Cool.
So,
Let's do
like,
one,
I kind of know Moonbeam. I've only cast it. I've never tried to attack inside of it. Am I able to like run in there and attack, or?
You can, just don't end your turn in there if you, or you might be able to hit things on the edge. I'm not sure.
Maybe over here.
This is going to be one of those dynamic rings. Scale correction.
And I think as long as your entire body isn't in it, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
0.4. Green color. Something else. Item path. Yeah, that's one thing I can't. Interesting.
Is that it? Is that your turn?
Yeah, that was my action and bonus action. That's Draari.
Okay.
And your size is large?
What, for the snake?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Huge. Okay, so that would be 3. Well, theater of the mind a little bit.
Exactly. It's fine. I'm good with it.
All right, so Flutter.
All right. So,
I'm testing
Flutter.
things and pushing the limits of boundaries to see what I might want to
having
change.
told, well, why did you have to say head of the snake? Like, I'm not going to take it that literally, but you had said that guy. So let's not play too dumb, Flutter. Let's do this. So, Flutter will start
Next time I could just have a
running,
zoom in battlefield.
and as she's skittering along the ground, she just as her like voice starts getting deeper and deeper as she triples in size, and she will, as she rages. Hold on, yeah. Aha, I did it.
I want to push tokens
Too
to the
far.
back, but I can't.
Is she able to move closer, or is that as close as it gets? I can't.
I mean, if you're moving in close enough. Like I said, it's a bit of theater of the mind, just because there are limitations to the BTT.
So raging, and then I need to do my wild surge.
So I can't change the stupid box size. It's
Right.
weird.
Which is a D8, right?
Yep.
That's not it. I know how to play my character, I swear. Gosh dang it, every time. Sorry, guys.
No
There
worries.
it goes. 3
3.
is, and gosh, I can't read it right now. It's too
Intangible.
small.
An
It was
intangible
really small
spirit,
on my
which
screen.
looks like a
Thank you.
flump or a pixie, your choice, appears within 5 feet. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yes, that one.
Oh, I like this one. I shall do a flump.
Let's see. Within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Ooh. All right.
Let me get a flump
So
token.
about right here where I'll do it.
Give me a sec to grab
So
8. And you said which one?
the flump.
Flump. All right. Let me grab one.
Flump.
Well, it just explodes, right?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have to put a token down. 'Cause that's going to add to the continued clustering of tokens currently.
Yeah, I can just let you know where I put it, and then it's
Yeah.
like, let's see.
So you basically put it on the other side of them?
Yep.
Okay.
And, all right, so they must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
What a cool
Um,
spell.
But that's at the end of the current turn, so you still attack.
Oh, shoot, that's right. I know. A great axe.
But technically it would be with advantage, because... Wait, an intangible spirit. Intangible.
Except for flowers and vines temporarily grow around you.
I mean, Technically, it's something else in combat with them, but I don't know if that would be.
I'm checking something.
Yeah,
There's
no worries.
a lot of things happen in this spell. That's so cool.
Intangible spirit. Looks like
Oh,
fun
that's
creature.
just my wild magic surge. If that's what you're
that's
looking
not
at.
even a
It's
spell. That's just
It's not
no,
a creature.
That's
It
so
just looks
rad.
like it.
yeah, she's a wild magic barbarian. So every time she rages, a wild magic effect happens. And this time I rolled a 3, so it's the flump.
Such a
You know
fun
what?
subclass.
For tonight, we'll just go with
Oh,
sure you can
yeah.
have advantage on it.
Yay! Oh. 16?
Let's see, a 16 on this guy. Assuming I could select this token. Give me a sec. I gotta go do this through the. I have to do this through the initiative tracker. A 16 would actually miss.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
It kind of. It looks like he just dodges with effortless ease.
Oh, I take a 21. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
21. I'm checking something because he prepared.
Oh.
To do so, the hobgoblins must see the attacker and be wielding a melee weapon.
This guy's
So
trouble.
he's gonna use his reaction. So you go in, like, how you swinging at him? Like going for the knees, going for like the head.
Just as chaotically as possible. She's just kind of swinging it, probably towards the head.
Go for his head, right? Because he said take the head off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you go to swing at his head, and it's almost like out of one of those like samurai movies where they catch the blade and just kind of toss it to the side,
Dude.
and he just deflects it with a parry.
That's cool.
So neither one hits then?
Yeah. You kind of get the feeling that maybe there's a reason he's commanding these guys.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So then that would be the end of my turn. So
Yeah, he has
the
parry plus 3 to his AC.
dexterity save.
That would be enough. That's
How
his
do we-
reaction.
How do
So-
we okay, proficiency okay. DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier. So open my shit
Dexterity
up.
save. Okay, let's do a dex.
So 8.
Dexterity. Let's roll that for him.
Oh my gosh.
What's
8,
that big
9, 10,
screaming mouse over
11.
there?
Normal.
13, I guess. Fine. What about the other ones? Little gobbies.
Yep, I'm about to do them. Let's see here.
So there's 3 goblins around him right now. Is that right?
4.
I think there's 4.
4. Okay, I'm not seeing all of them. There's
Buttes.
a
Let's do.
bullseye
I'm just gonna
right
do
over
4
the top of
dexterity
his head.
saves.
Something.
1, 2,
Oh yeah.
3,
Ooh.
4.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
And let's see. That's
2 of them.
how much damage?
I hadn't rolled it yet, just in case nobody. All right. So
All
it's
right, come on, flutter.
Oh yeah, hold these 6.
5,
Let's
6,
see.
15, so I take 4 damage.
Go. 1. Yay!
Oh.
I helped.
You did.
So your flump just explodes, and the little guy, one of the goblins, is like, "Ow!"
Something in my eye.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. So I am.
If only you guys could see what my
Running
UI looks like
thing.
right now with all these tokens stacked.
So I'm running up to. I run over here. And I jump around. I jump around the goblins that are in my way. And I aim right for his freaking head.
And he's already used his reaction, so he can't parry again.
Oh!
I'm gonna need you to roll me a D100.
Damn!
As you
No.
as you run past the goblins and you try and go after this guy, and you just stumble, like maybe one of them just sort of sticks their leg out a little bit to trip you up as you run by, maybe. Okay.
What's
Nothing
that
bad.
Nothing bad. Okay. I start to take a dive to the ground and I do a little flip and a roll and I'm right back up on my feet, but I didn't do shit to him. So there's no divine smite damage to take. So there we are.
You get your extra attack.
Oh, 2 attacks. Thank you, Zed. Good lord. All right. Let's do another attack here.
I don't want to
on.
set the world on.
Ah,
So you go to
Take
swing
it.
his head, and he just barely even moves.
oh, I hit him, but he didn't move.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of he barely moves, and you miss.
I miss. Okay. Well, crap.
You were not striking fear in the hearts of anything currently.
well, I gotta eat a little humble pie.
Kozik,
All right, come on, Flutter. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, I'm going to
hold on. Holy crap, you're loud all of a sudden. One sec.
Yeah, like I.
Let me turn you down a smidge. Kind of sounds like your gain just went through the roof.
Is that your normal
Me?
mic or is it? Yeah, I think you might be.
That's
Your
why we
mic
can hear everything in his house.
setting might have switched or something.
I haven't touched anything.
We can turn it down though. I'm turning mine down.
Windows update do be like that.
Right.
Okay. I just had to lower it because it was like, oh god.
Dude, I had you up at 160% and
Yikes!
I almost fell out of my chair.
Isn't Kozak inside, like protecting the tavern?
I think he was right on the doorstep, right?
Oh,
Just like
okay.
right at the doorway.
Yeah, it's up to him.
I think that's what they said.
I can't hear him at all.
Mm-mm.
Are you there, Kozak?
I haven't said anything. Yeah, I
That
guess
explains it.
I'll try to do Eldritch Blast on the goblin that's closest to Zed. And I'm going to do 2 attacks on it.
Ooh, let's go.
And
Keep
the
it on
next
minus
one
one.
too. All right, that one bounced off his helmet somehow, but let's see.
We could also have it be like a kung fu movie where he just holds a hand up or something. It's like, no. All right.
What a waste.
5
Okay.
damage. Let me go into a combat tracker. -5.
And that'll be my turn.
-5. All right. And you stand where you're at?
Yep.
All right, Zed.
So both of these are in melee range.
Yep.
Okay. Um
So he went, then Ari went. Okay.
Let's see.
Let me check Moonbeam.
Okay.
Enters the spell's area for the first time. Oh, enters. He put it on top of him.
I guess
Oh.
this closest one,
I gotta do a
the
save
one
from real
that
quick.
Kozik would have hit. I'm going to just attack with my rapier.
Okay, he was fine.
There it
Concentration
is.
save, take reading damage. The failsafe half as much. Also, Ari, can you roll me 2d10?
Yep, just one moment.
Because I had to read up on the Moonbeam. It's when
It's when they start their turn, they make the con save, which would be 8 plus
No.
3 plus.
it's when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So as soon as you put it on him, that should have gone off because that was him being in the
I
area of it.
gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. I'll throw it out there 1 second.
And on the 20, yeah, you definitely smack a goblin. And you definitely stab a goblin. 5.
And then I'm going to use cunning action to disengage.
So he is at 1. That's unfortunate.
And
No, wait. 5. No, he's at 2.
I'm going to. So, okay. I know it's weird positioning wise and stuff like that. Basically, I'm trying to provide flanking for Ari.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to move right here.
I kind of want to play with the idea of no grid, but also because, here, let me give you an example. If we played with grids on this scale, you could imagine how spaced out all these tokens would have to be because it's snapping to a grid. So it would just be really awkward.
This is cool. But that will that was action, bonus action, and movement. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. His turn. Seeing that there are now combatants next to him, let's see, he has 2 targets. He can give each one of you a smack. So one of his attacks, he's gonna swing his longsword once at Starry and one at Flutter. Longsword? Yeah, longsword. Let me check one thing. Okay. So longsword. This one's for Flutter.
So is this the start of a new turn for him? Would that trigger the Moonbeam?
Yes, it would. Let me resolve this since I already kind of started it.
Yep, all good.
Normal.
Yeah.
Does not hit Flutter.
He hit
Oh, that's a
himself.
net one.
I like the look of that.
100. 29. It's not 25 or below, so he just misses. Okay, and so he goes to swing at Flutter, and he started out small and got big, so there was a little bit of a miscalculation on his part, and he damn near hits a goblin next to him, but manages to pull his blow. And then he swings at Sari. Does a 17 hit? I think she has 18.
No, it does not. So at least my armor's good for that.
Yep. anything else he can
I have
do?
18.
So it just barely bounces off of your armor. Probably puts a little scratch in it. And then for his bonus action, because he is a special little guy, a little shield bash. Let's see, who's it
Shield
gonna be
bash?
on? He's gonna try and hit Flutter again. Because she was sort of the first one there.
What's a shield bash?
15, that may or may not hit.
I think I
Okay.
have a 13, so
All right.
Wow.
You get a whopping 3 damage because you're raging.
Does that take away my extra points? Is that
Yep.
what that is?
The temp
That's
hits.
3.
Because the temp hit points is just like the overshield, so.
Mm-hmm.
So effectively, he's like done nothing. Once per turn, the Hobgoblin can do an extra 4d6 to a creature. Can see with the weapon. It can't. Okay, and he can't do that. Because he didn't. I'd say that'd have to be on the longsword. Alright, so that is his expenditure of resources. The Gobos. So Zed ran away from them.
Do we want to just do Moonbeam all
Oh,
at
yeah,
once
Moonbeam.
for
That's
him,
right.
him and the gobs?
It
Maybe
says it's
just
5 feet, right? So wouldn't it just hit one?
Yeah, it's only a 5-foot cylinder, so yeah, I don't know. You tell me however many that is.
I'll
They
just be
look
hitting
like they're in
him
there.
because he takes up 5 feet. Because typically in the actual like grid, you'd just be putting it on centered on your one target.
Oh,
Unless it says, let me reread
Yeah,
it.
what is it? Why can't I
Um,
pull up draw right now? That's fine.
a 5-foot radius. Yeah.
5-foot radius, yeah, so
It would only hit one target.
cool.
All right, so con save. Doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna click this, and hopefully I have his token selected. I think I do.
what is that screaming mouth down the street there?
That's
What?
the effect for Flutter that just shows she's raging, but
Oh,
the token size
thank
and
you.
scale is all off. So yeah, I noticed that earlier, and I was like, "The fuck
Token.
is that cube?"
Okay, so he takes 6 points of damage, and he is not moving. He seems rather unperturbed by all the piddly damage. Almost mockingly.
Man,
Oh shit.
this guy's starting to piss me off.
He was at fuck. Crap. I fucked up his health. That -6. Okay. I accidentally deleted his health. Like, oh crap. Okay. So then the goblins, as he's just standing in the moonbeam, just like, meh, whatever. No, yeah, maybe a little overconfident. But these two up here where Zed was, the closest target would now be Kozik. So they run up to Kozik. I'm just checking all my movements real quick. Because basically, when it comes to like horde combats like these, I'm just gonna try and just get all of their movement done first, and then just do their attacks. They're gonna stay around him. They're not gonna move. Yeah, no, they're not gonna move. They're good. So, attack time. Gobo. Actually, you know what? Let me put something on my hotbar to make this easier. Scimitar. Hot bar. There we go. That's going to make my life easy. Attack. So this is on Kozik. 17 would hit.
Crap. Does that hit Kosik?
And the 17 and the 16, I'm pretty sure they both hit, right?
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Yep.
Crap.
Oh, he has no deck or armor. Oof. Okay, yeah, cool. So they slash you with their little goblin skimimitars. Rar. And then Rar.
Rar. And there was much rejoicing. Rar.
And Kozik takes 12 points of slashing from those two. And then the 3 down here are gonna attack the big snake guy. Because Zed kind of showed up a little bit later and they're already kind of focused on him. So. What? That's assigned or selected. What? The fuck? Oh god, this is a nightmare. It keeps selecting Ari. Ah! Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna reuse this. 1,
Miss.
Ah.
2,
Miss.
and 3.
Miss.
Yeah. Nice.
I was ready to take 3 hits there because a giant snake does not have a high AC.
What's
Well, I
your
was ready to
AC?
hit you 3 times, but
Yeah.
they also don't have a high chance to hit. So, oh yeah, because why do you have a concentration? That's weird.
Goes Moonbeam.
No, for Kozik.
Mm.
He's not concentrating on anything. Weird. Because you're linking something to me. Anyway. So let's see. They went. And then the 3 around this guy are kind of. Actually, you're in melee, so they can. Okay, so these 4 goblins around this hobgoblin, since you're all essentially right next to each other, they are just gonna kind of play the role of interceptor. And we're gonna have 2 of them attack Flutter and 2 go for Sorry.
Oh boy. Bring it, mofo. Yeah.
That's a Flutter, and then the last 2 for Sorry.
Nope.
Swing and a swing. So I think only one of these is gonna hit, and that's gonna be on Flutter. So a goblin just kind of jumps in the way and swings a scimitar at you. Yeah. And I think it's rounded down, so he does 1 point of damage to you.
Ooh. Actually, I just realized, was the shield bash a half amount as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I still have 1 temporary hit point. 'Cause I
The shield bash was 3 because it was 6 halved.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize that. Sorry. Too bad.
Where's Flutter in the players room?
Oh my.
All right. So they went. All the goblins have gone. Ari, you're a big snack, and the goblins are swinging at you and yelling at you.
Yep. So Zed had
Yeah.
kind of positioned like behind one of these goblins, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, smart
cool.
guy.
So can I take that attack with advantage?
You can.
All right. Well, yeah, the giant snake goes in to bite at this goblin.
Oh, is it becoming lag o'clock?
So do
No.
I just click the ADV?
Yes. You can do ADV because
Oh,
I
it only
think your
really
character
wants
sheet,
to do.
I believe your character sheet is currently representing the creature you're turned into right now.
Yeah, I have the character sheet open. I just rolled twice. Just
So just so you
That
know,
works.
to calculate that, it is. Let me make sure the math is right. Plus 6 to
it
hit.
is. I roll it from the character sheet. It should be. Or are you talking about like bonuses and stuff?
Yeah, just like how all the bonuses would be calculated.
Yep. Yeah, I'm rolling it from the Constrictor Snake page, so it should all
Oh,
be
that's
accurate.
okay. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought I would have seen.
Was the 18 a hit?
Yes, 18 definitely hits.
Sweet. All right.
So in your sheet under inventory, plenty enough. It says your weapons. So the bite and the constrictor count as
Mhm.
weapons.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Okay. I was just wondering why that UI didn't pop up. Anyway.
So yeah, there's the damage, and then on
It
the
dies
hit,
instantly.
oh wow, it just dies instantly. All right. Well then, instead of doing the other thing with the bonus action, Ari would
-1 goblin.
like to use his bonus action to recenter the moonbeam, or just pass it over like a larger bulk of goblins, because it's essentially like a 10-foot wide circle, because it's a 5-foot radius.
Radius.
And he'll just bonus action
Oh,
move it
right.
just across and try to hit, those, I don't know, clump of maybe 3 goblins or something, or whatever the
I'd
maybe
say,
if it's only 2, whatever your
yeah, it's
call
2.
is there,
Because they kind
Cube.
of split up. 2 were attacking Sorry and 2 were attacking Flutter.
Cool. Let's see, does it let me move that? It
Theater
does
of the
not.
Mind. And
Yeah, all right, cool.
it was
So
a
there'd
deck
just be
save.
2 con saves.
Con. They don't have good con. Normal. Normal.
And my DC would be 15, or no, 14, but they would both just take the 8.
To which 2 more of them are smoten by the moon.
Nice. And that is Ari's turn. I mean,
So,
he'll
he has
reposition a little bit just to give Zed flanking on this next goblin here, and that's his turn.
all right, Flutter. You got poked by a goblin,
Ow. All right.
but don't forget you have your exploding flump.
Has my flumps. Yep. Okay, so I will position the lump around there again. And I will attack recklessly if I can. I think it is.
So you'd
actually.
already have advantage
Oh, I do. Never mind.
because of the flump.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. Calm down. All right.
It's okay. You're used to playing a rogue.
I am.
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hits.
yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Whoop,
Alright.
whoop. Yes.
And that would also
Yes.
hit.
Nice.
And as you're going for these swings, these 2 goblins jump up in the way as their reaction. Upon his command, though.
Yeah. Bastards. Okay.
Wait, so
fine.
they got in the way for hitting the hobgoblin?
Oh.
Nice rolls, Flutter.
Fuck. Was it?
Then kaboom.
So you basically cleave these goblins in half
Yes.
because it was
heads.
2 attacks. Actually, you know what? Just so you kind of have a better visual idea of what's going on. Like one of the goblins kind of jumps in the way and like takes your first attack, and the other goblin, like the guy, picks him up and like throws him into your axe.
Oh no,
Oh.
poor thing. There's that if it hits anybody. A whole worth of damage if my flump gets anyone.
Hold on. I gotta scroll back up and find the save. This Dex, right?
13. It's a dex, yes.
Dexterity, save, go.
Woot.
Whopping.
Take a whole 2 damage. That's right.
And he still seems rather unperturbed by
Yeah.
the
Singed
the
his
chipping
hair a
away.
little bit.
How many hit
You know,
points
just
does this
singed it a little.
fucker have?
And exploded. All right, sorry.
Man, she's getting annoyed with this guy. She doesn't like it. Right. He's gonna take that battle axe.
So he can't shield bash because he
She's
used
gonna
that particular action to throw a
pull it
goblin.
back behind her, and with 2 hands come down right on the top of his head.
I have fun mechanics here.
Oh, fuck!
He just catches the blade like between his
Damn!
his thumb and his like point, index finger.
That's a great visual, man. All right, we're trying one more time. Come on.
And he even just kind of starting to be a little mocking about it. At this rate, I'll kill you myself.
Oh, God. Get him. Oh, my God.
So after
I
he
don't have
said that,
any
you kind of
luck today, man.
pull your axe away and then go for another swing, and he catches it in the exact same manner.
Oh, man.
Defiance leads to death.
Dude, I'm out of here. It's terrible.
Surrender.
I don't think so, mate.
All right. Kozik. You are surrounded by goblins. They're trying to like stab at you. They're yelling at you. They're probably trying to like kick you in the shins.
I'm gonna try to jump on and grapple with the goblin that's closest to the building here, since we don't grapple that much.
All right. So this is going to
So that's
be
an athletics check.
Yep, oppose athletics. Athletics, there it is.
Not too great. Oh.
So
So
you
I
go
kind
to
of jump at him and I try to grab him by his collar or whatever, and I guess he's just too slippery. He's too fast.
they're one of the few races that are smaller than dwarves. So they're still, and even then they're kind of like lanky and wily. So you go to try and grab them and they just squirm free.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
If Kozik wants to roll it again, he sure can.
So can I try to do it again?
Yep, you gotta beat a 13.
Let's go.
Boom.
A 14. So at first he starts like you kind of wrap around him, trying to maybe get him in like a chokehold, or just kind of grab onto him. He starts to wriggle away, and I don't know, Zib, what do you say or do that provides inspiration? Let's make inspiration, a little more interesting. What do you do or say to help him out with that?
Hey, Kozik, he's smaller than you. Just smother him, mate.
Come here, you. You can't get away that easy.
And you definitely grapple him.
And yeah, I kind of grab him around the neck or whatever with I've got him in kind of a half chokehold there. and then we'll see what happens. That's my turn. I'm like, hey, give up, you other goblins, or this guy gets it.
Oh, he got. Hold on. This guy got accidentally deleted the token, which means he got taken out of the initiative. He had initiative of 11.
So now he's in a grappled condition. So am I.
Roll that, but I'm gonna set that to 11. Well, I mean, he was after Zed anyway, so that's fine. So Zed.
Going to let's see.
They have dealt with most of the fodder.
Yeah, I'll use the flanking here with Drawry.
Yeah, that definitely flanks. And he dies. You just stab your rapier through this guy, like through his spine.
And
They only have 7 hit points.
he's gonna look at Drawry and kind of, I guess at this point, not that he just noticed that Drawry's a large snake, but really he's just kind of like making eye contact for the first time and gets like a bit of the heebie-jeebies. Right. You can definitely take this one, I believe.
I don't know why the artwork
I'm
for
gonna go
the
over
giant
here.
constrictor snake is so weird.
And I will cunning action again to disengage. And I'll move right behind this one.
All right. The hobgoblin. Well, let's do this first. Roll me the 2d6 for the moonbeam, and I'll do his save. It was Dex, right? You guys got so many saves
Constitution.
going. Okay.
It's con.
Con.
Well, he still takes half.
Yeah. So still words -6. He's almost like basking in the moonlight. Basking in the moonlight. But he's refusing to move. Basking in the moonlight. Okay, now we do his turn. So he's let's see. I think he's gonna look at Sorry and then kind of scoff like Puh, and then look to Flutter.
Ouch.
Kind of maybe acknowledging a little bit of that strength, like seeing how easily and effortlessly she cleaved through those goblins.
Better growls. I can't actually growl, otherwise I would.
Hear it.
You, however, you would make a worthwhile thrall. And then longsword. Both. Yeah.
Oh.
And then the damage. Yeah. And then yeah.
So
Yeah.
7?
It's usually rounded down, so 10, 15, 7, 14. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I like that guy.
I don't like that guy. He's ignoring me. Yeah. He's trying not to kill me. What? I am
No, he's
shocked and
messing with
appalled.
Flutter. I'm mad at him. He's messing with Flutter.
Oh, but he did damage. Yay! Okay, okay. I'm gonna do his thing
Hmm?
here. Once per
No.
turn.
Hmm?
So, as he strikes you, you can deal an extra 4d6 damage on a creature hits with a weapon attack. If it's within 5 feet of an ally, he's incapacitated. Yep, he can. So, it kind of looks like as he strikes at you and cuts into you a little bit, there's a little bit of extra force behind the slash.
So
Almost
7
like,
more.
you know, yeah, 7. Almost like he's found his opponent and he's acknowledging your strength and he is not holding back anymore.
Ooh.
She roars at him. That's
Ooh.
so intimidating.
So he did the longsword, martial advantage once per turn,
Right.
and then the shield bash. 2 longsword, 1 shield bash extra. Okay. And then he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna try and shield bash Sorry. But doesn't. And it's not even like really to do damage. If anything, just to like try and get you out of the way, like trying to shove you away. Even more emphasis on how little respect he's giving you. Like in the Warriors code, it's like disrespectful. Like just get out of my way. I'm fighting a real opponent. So that's kind of what the vibe you're getting from him.
Oh man. This is not right.
All right, that is his turn. He is a slew of abilities.
Little monster.
And then the goblins. So we'll start with the one that's on Ari. Just to get that one out of the way real quick. It won't let me keep that token. Okay, fine. Whatever, Foundry. Hey, I finally hit Ari.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3 damage. Yeah.
Doesn't do much to the giant snake.
He's beaming with pride and and accomplishment that he's drawn some kind of small bits of blood. Oh, but he does still hit. So give me a concentration, DC 10.
Weird. I don't have access to my. Well, that's a 1, so I just rolled a d20. We'll just call that to fail. So Moonbeam drops.
Ew. That's kind of funny, actually. You basically like
tiny
stepped on
amount
a
of
Lego
damage.
and
Yeah.
broke your concentration. There we go. Okay. So he's done for his 3 damage. He definitely got some value out of it.
Oh yeah.
So he's not gonna move. He's too full of pride right now. And then there's one goblin that's grappled, but we'll resolve that in a second. The other goblin that sees Zed behind him is gonna swing at Zed as you moved up. Oh, you know what? No. Goblin logic. He's gonna join the grapple.
Goblin logic.
Yeah, get off him! And give me an opposed grapple. But at this point with... let's see. You already kind of won that. It's just a normal. Like, if you didn't win that... I don't know, that's weird. We'll just do normal. Because if he's not grappled, then it wouldn't be an advantage or disadvantage. And I'm trying to click the token, but there's so many stack tokens right now. Ugh. What kind of a DM does this to themselves? All right. So this guy is going to see if he can break it up. He does. It's the exact number, so he joins the grapple, and it's just like this really awkward stalemate where you jump on one goblin, you got him like, behind you, you got him wrapped up, and then this other goblin jumps in, is just trying to like break him free. It's almost like watching kids like fighting on the playground.
But so does that break my grapple of the other goblin?
No, well, let's see. It would be I guess usually it's meet or beat.
So
Yeah. Like in previous editions, it'd be like the tie goes to the defender, but in this one, it's usually just meet and beat. So meet or beat. So yeah, just barely like last second manages to like get your finger to slip free. But alternatively, that also means you are not grappled. And then the other one, let's see. You know what? Goblin logic. He's gonna try and grapple you. They're just dogpiling right now. Not even doing damage. They're just trying to get you. Athletics. Oop. But it's with advantage because there's two of them, and he's not grappled currently, and they still can't grapple you. So there's like a goblin like grabbing onto your leg and like one grabbing onto your arm. But it's, I mean, it, like I said, it's kind of like kids on a playground. They're just like pulling at you, but they're not really, you're not really impeded by it.
right. You'll regret that, you coward.
Yeah, says the guy that we've got cornered. Ari.
Yeah, Ari just like, towering over this little goblin in front of him that poked him, actually then just looks directly up at the hobgoblin here and just moves right past him. Or moves right past this goblin.
All right. Let me do the thing that I'm sure you know I'm already going to do.
Oh yeah.
My scimitar buttons are broken.
That'll hit.
Got it.
Hey, max damage.
Crap.
Snake still looks pretty good. I don't have, because it just didn't register that it dropped before, so we
Yeah.
just ignored that. So yeah, Ari takes that hit, pretty good hit from that little goblin, and then slithers directly up onto the hobgoblin here.
And he hasn't used it. Well, no.
Would this just be a normal roll, or would I have any advantage from allies or
If you are
anything?
flanking, if you basically aim to flank, then you'd have advantage.
I would have tried to move in a position if Flutter or Sorry were somewhere where I could do so.
Yep. I mean, you have plenty of movement to get there. Yep, and a 26 would bite.
Nice.
11 damage.
And then on that hit, Ari
Minus
would like
11.
to attempt to constrict.
Let's see. Melee weapon attack. So constrict is a separate attack then.
Yeah,
So there's
it's
bite and then
only
there's
if the bite hits,
constrict.
then I can try to constrict.
I think they're two separate things actually.
Oh, are they? Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
because
All
under
good.
constrict it says melee weapon attack +6, that meaning it's its own separate thing. Unless you want to say you were constricting,
It's all right.
because they're the same damage. Yeah, I think it's just them differentiating, like, if the creature just wants to bite somebody versus if it's actually aiming to, like, try and constrict them.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, in that case, that was action. Yeah, that's Ari's turn.
until the grapple ends. The creatures. Yeah, they're two different attacks. All right. Boop-a-doo, Flutter. You see, this guy has been going all in on you.
Right, so I'm probably going to have to move my thump a little bit. Probably on that side of him. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh wait, yes I can because I still have it. If I move,
I mean, if you're just trying to set up to be on flanking, like I said, you're in melee. You could just say you're doing it. Theater of the mind.
okay, yeah. All right, I set up for flanking, and one, two. They
Ooh,
both hit.
21.
Yeah.
The 24 would definitely hit. Let's see. If you want to do the thing, he could do the thing.
The thing.
You know, he does see you as the threat, so he's not going to hold back. So the 24 would definitely hit. 21.
Okay.
He can raise his AC by 3. That's his reaction. Since he no longer has goblins he can throw. So he takes 13 damage. So it looks like you were just about to hit him with that second swing. And just at the last minute, he raises his long sword to kind of, you maybe cut some hairs off him, like really, really close to him. And he just raises his long sword at the last second to just barely manage to deflect that.
Rude.
And that is his reaction. But he still takes 13, so there's still damage.
Right, and then
That's 13.
dexterity 13. I believe.
Oh, I need you. Okay, yeah, you already did the advantage on that. Yeah, it was a 14.
Yeah.
14. Okay. Just making sure
I was
you're
saying
doing
I
the.
was putting him like right here, trying to get it away from.
Yeah. Dexterity save. So weird these sheets are different. And what was the DC again?
Meat speeds 13.
13. Okay.
Okay.
All right. He is a tough bastard.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're up.
All right. Sorry's not one that gives up. So
And, being
she
disrespected like that too.
yeah, she's just gonna get this. She's just gonna keep trying until she can get him.
Let's see that
So
crit.
And you can kind of position yourself to get advantage because Ari's on the other side. But like I said, theater of the mind, you'd only really have to move like 5 feet. Basically, you'd
I
move
didn't
like
even
5 or 10 feet.
wait. Where's okay?
Theater of the mind. So roll it again.
Okay, now I've got advantage because I'm on. Yeah. Does that hit him?
That would, he already did that. So that one would hit, but re-roll the first one
Oh, okay.
just to see if you can get higher than the 17, because the 17 won't hit on the first. Okay. So your second attack hits with all the smites
Okay.
and stuff included.
All right. So let me get some damage.
2d8. 8. Okay. What's that? And then
17.
minus 9. All right. So between everybody kind of going all in, he kind of stumbles a little bit. Blood is running from the side of his mouth. But he remains stalwart. This is
Okay, Sari's gonna use her. Sari's gonna use her Oh, my brain just went dead. That little inspiration. Sarah's gonna use her inspiration right now. She's gonna hit him again. She sees
right.
that she sees that he's stumbling, and she's like, she wants to see if she can get him while he's not doing well.
Let's see.
Yes.
He has already used that this turn, so. All right, so that would hit for 5. He's still alive.
13.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. 20, 18 health.
Something though. She hit him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not doing too well, it sounds like.
Nope.
Sounds
So
like we're close.
maybe. Who knows? Kozik.
Stumbling, that's not good, at least.
Well, I still want to grapple with this guy who's closest to the building. I say, to kill you in combat would be too merciful a fate for someone like you.
Oh, Kozik.
Come here. Ah,
I'm going to copy that down just for Chaw.
I'm scrambling to try to get another purchase on him.
Now.
Ah! He slips away again.
Yep, his little slippery fella. As they are. As they are.
That's all I'm gonna do.
All right, Zed. We're in round 4. Hey, the bad guys have survived 4 rounds. That's rare.
All right. I'm going to end up hitting the one between us.
That'll do it.
Yep, that'll definitely hit him. He's dead.
Yes! Oh,
And-
go
and-
Zedrin!
Make sure I got the right token. Nope, that's Kozik.
Right here.
Goblin.
And so I've been using my rapier, and I can use my dagger as an offhand, right?
Yep.
I just don't get my proficiency. or
You just
anything,
don't
so-
add your ability modifier to damage. It's just straight up weapon damage.
So the attack is normal, and
Yes.
the damage is just a d6.
Dagger D4.
Oh, d4. Okay.
Oh, my chair did something weird. Yeah, I'd say that hits.
Nice.
Is this the one that had 2 hit points?
Just gonna like
It is. Oh, that's funny.
jab him in the shoulder.
Ow.
Right, there's more where that came from, mate.
Oh, yeah? But it's not his turn. Is that it for old Zed?
Yeah,
Good
that'll be
work, Mr. Thatcher.
it. Just kind of give Kozik a nod.
Get that bugger.
All right. The Hobgoblin is... Let's see. How much damage did Sari do?
I did a bunch.
5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13.
I did because I got him twice.
13.
13 and 17. So I did 30 points of damage.
Okay, then he's going to go for you.
I thought he's dead. I thought the hobgoblin's dead.
No, the goblin's dead.
Oh, no, I hit the hobgoblin.
He's still alive.
But you said he was okay. I thought he was dead. Okay.
Nope.
Damn, I thought Zed got him, but Zed's over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Oops.
Yep. Oops, indeed. So anyway, he does his double longsword on you,
Double longsword. What the hell's a double longsword?
attacking twice.
Okay,
And
great.
he is gonna Let's see here. Want to reach
Come
one
on,
door?
put him up.
He's
Come
gonna put
on.
both hands on the longsword. He's not even. He
Oh,
just
he's not
throws his
messing
shield to the
around.
side.
He feels stupid for blowing me off now. He's mad. Come on, buddy, bring it.
Attack.
Bring it, mate.
Normal.
I'm ready.
18.
Ooh, what does that mean when it's exactly? That's exactly my AC.
Meet or beat, so it would hit.
Okay, crap.
And you
Oh,
did say bring it, so.
damn! I did. That was my bad.
But he can't shield bash because he threw that down.
Yeah. Okay.
So. But he can't shield bash, so. So let's see. This is with 2 hands, so that is
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah. Come on. Come
15
on.
points of damage. Oh, wait. Once per turn, he gets to do this.
What? What's that? What's that?
Adds an
What does he
extra,
get to do?
apparently 14 points of damage.
What? Why does he get to do that?
I told you, he's no pushover.
Fuck. All right. Well, that's just about what I gave him. So I
14,
just lost
24.
29. All right.
Fine. You wanted a fight. Then you will get the death you deserve.
Yeah, dream on, mate.
And then the 2 lowly goblins. Let's see. You know what? They're gonna try and grapple Zed. Ah! Help me, get him! God, these overlapping boxes. Why would I do this to myself? Alright, Zed, give me an opposed in athletics.
Athletics?
No
Okay.
problem.
Cool.
Oh,
Alright. This goblin just kind of. I mean, you're a medium creature. These things are smaller than Kozik. So he like grabs your leg and kind of. Actually, no, he grabs your arm and like pulls you down, almost like an attack dog. Like they'll bite your arm and just like kind of like wriggle their head around till you're off balance. And that's basically what this goblin does. And he like pulls you to the ground, and then he stands on top of you with both hands in the air. I got him! I got him! And then the other one is going to try and grapple Kozik.
So do you want me to roll first? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's just basically who has higher.
I just think symbolically. But okay,
Which-
I'll roll.
I'm confident you can beat it too.
Maybe? All right.
So this goblin tries to go to grapple you, and he doesn't even. It doesn't even register to you.
I shrug him off.
Yeah, you basically like stiff arm him.
And I kind of laugh spitefully at him. Ha 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 ha. You'll pay for that.
Surrender, or we kill your friend. And he kind of like points his scimitar at Zed, who's prone.
Zed's
We have a
gonna turn
hostage.
and look at Kozik with just like this kind of like, what the fuck is he on about face?
You're gonna beg me to kill you.
Get off me.
Ari.
Yeah, Ari starts to just wind and coil around the hobgoblin, and this time he'll try to get
yes.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. That would hit. Yep. He can't use his
Sorry.
even with the reaction.
Nice.
It wouldn't
And
be
then
enough.
the target is grappled
8
and
damage.
restrained.
Nice.
So he's down to 10. Not 0, 1, 10. All right. So you managed to wrap this guy up after you saw him just unload on Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, he can't shield bash.
After
Dang.
Sorry unloaded on him, we must add.
Oh yeah. But yeah, just completely, all you can see is the head of this hobgoblin just kind of poking out of the coils, and you can see the coils kind of start to constrict, maybe one or two kind of crunches in there, and then
Yeah.
just holds them in place, and then yeah, that's Ari's turn.
Nice.
All right. Grappled. DC 15. Oh, I had to do a save for him. And the target is grappled. Escape DC 16.
Well, that's just when, if on his turn, if he tries
Yeah.
to escape. Yep.
Okay. So Flutter. This guy's wrapped up, restrained, grappled. So you'd have advantage on attacks against him.
All right. Let's try to do this then. Let's see.
Oof.
Yeah.
But you still get to attack twice. A 23.
Good.
20 to 1, 22, 23. Nope, it's the beat.
All right.
That definitely hits. No matter
That's
what
just
trigger he
normal,
needs.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
7. He
Oh,
has
come
3
on
hit
now.
points left. Also, did you
Hey.
remember to do your lump?
Well, the flump's at the end of the turn. I just figured it was going to be off to the side. Like,
Yeah.
there's anywhere I can put it.
10. He has 3 health left.
And then,
I mean, anything can happen.
is it an instant fail since he's being held?
So grapple is. I'm checking the condition.
He's also restrained.
Yeah.
Yep.
Creature disadvantage on saving throws of dexterity. So let's give him a dex save. But a save, but at a disadvantage.
Okay.
So how much damage does it do? Because that will determine.
4.
That is 1 more than he has health remaining.
Yay! Okay.
So what's it look like as your flump is the reason this guy dies?
I say Flutter was swinging her axe at him.
I'm sorry,
and
baby. I know you have to pee.
Sorry. Caught me off guard. Flutter's swinging her axe at him and cuts into his neck, but there's still a little bit attached from the back. And so when the flump explodes, it hits right in that spot, and the head comes rolling over to Flutter, and she catches it with her mouth.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
All right, is there anywhere Flutter wants to move? You can both hear and see the commotion of a hostage situation over next to the tavern.
All right.
Hostage situation.
There. Still holding the head in my mouth, just crawling over at them on all fours.
You are a badass, Flutter.
All right, so sorry.
Ari's turn.
Let's get that out of the way. Move you out of the way. There we go.
Wait a minute. Where's the hobgoblin?
He's dead.
How did I miss that? All right. So
That
who's
was what
this
Flutter
one?
just did.
Oh, she got him. I didn't realize she got him. How did I miss that? Okay. So this is the Ari here. And the only
There's-
goblins left are over by Zed, and so Sari's gonna run over here.
So if you run over there, that would be you having a double move.
I'm having a double move.
Because that's
I
like
have
30 feet
30
right
feet.
there. So you wouldn't be able to get to him.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet. I'm gonna come over here. Let me see. Let me measure that.
30. Yep. She wouldn't, no matter what, she wouldn't be able to.
Oh wow, that's a long way. Well, I'm gonna throw a hand axe. I'm gonna come about right there. Wait a minute. Stop that. There we go.
All right, don't roll low.
Yeah, right. Don't roll low.
I mean, it's not like you're throwing a hand axe into a grapple.
Okay, now you got me worried. Let's see. I'm gonna throw. Sorry,
There is a chance. Like if there's two people in melee, I can kind of be like, yeah, you can kind of miss. Like 5 feet between two people is a lot of space to miss. But if they're like on top of each other,
Are they on top of each other here?
well, one goblin's standing on top of Zed, and the other one's like holding his scimitar at Zed like a hostage situation.
Oh fuck! All right.
They have hostages.
What can I do?
I got him right where I want him.
Yeah, I know you do, brother. I think Sari can aim quite well, actually. I think Sari can aim quite well.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh. Index has run out of designated ammunition. What? I haven't even used it.
You can just roll it.
Why is it telling me that? All right, so just roll a d20 because it won't let me roll otherwise. Wait a minute. What do I get with the hand axe?
So you don't have any dexterity.
Yes, I do.
You have a
I
dex
went.
of 10.
I got some that time. When I got an extra, I got to pick what I wanted extra of. Wait a minute.
Well, your stat sheet says you have a
I
dex
have
of 10.
Oh, I don't. You're right.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at your sheet.
Oh, it was acrobatics that I got it. Now I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was acrobatics, which is dexterity, so that confused me.
So
The
a
dexterity
d20
skill,
plus your proficiency,
which
and
is
normally it'd be
3.
plus dex, but it's at 0. So
All right. So, all right. Oh, does that not? That doesn't hit him, does it?
I mean, it's high enough to not hit Zed, but you also don't hit a goblin.
God damn. All right. I get. And did I already use one of my? No, I get 2 attacks. I could move. I get 2. Okay, we're gonna
Do
try
you have
again.
2 hand axes? Let's see.
Yeah, right. That's a good
you
point.
did just kind of throw your weapon, so
I did. That was very foolish of me, wasn't it?
nope. You only have 1
Okay,
hand axe.
I've got a dagger.
All right, so Sari's just pulling weapons out of her pocket and just throwing them.
She's too far away, man. She's got no other options. She's got to go for it. All right. Oh, Oh, man. There go
It's
all
not
my
terrible.
weapons.
But this one, so the hand axe was like, a pretty clear miss, and the dagger is just a little bit slower or a little bit closer. Yeah, why not just throw teammates? Well, she's
Right.
too far to throw anybody.
That's me, I guess.
I
Sorry,
mean,
not feeling
if the
too good
numbers
about this
keep
battle.
sequentially going down, then eventually Zed will get hit. Kozik.
Leave at least one of them alive. We'll make them talk. And I try to grapple this guy again.
Talk
And
This is
about
like-
what?
Like a dog pile. Or goblin
Right.
pile. Let's
try to
see,
get
so I
an
got
iron
opposed.
grip around his neck.
Opposed. You got him.
Yeah, Kozik.
Grr. And I'm trying rolling around on the ground with him in the most dignified way I can manage.
The most dignified wrestling. You have a pinky in
This is how
the
the upper
air.
classes do it.
This is how the upper classes do it. Yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Zed. You are currently quote unquote grappled.
This is how.
So
Can
you
I
can
use-
attempt to break free with either an
Okay.
acrobatics or an athletics, because usually to break out of a grapple you get to choose.
And would that be my action?
Yes. Because at this
Would-
point they have the upper hand, so it's kind of like, imagine, I mean, I just kind of made it narrative that they're standing on you, but imagine like you're wrestling with somebody and they kind of have you in the chokehold. You kind of have to put in the extra effort to get out of it.
It might be a stretch, but would cunning action help me at all with this?
It would not,
Okay.
because
then-
because when you're grappled, your speed is effectively 0, so you wouldn't be able to disengage.
Okay, makes sense. And just for clarification, I can't attack while grappled, right? I
If
I
you
can look at
have
attack.
a light weapon,
Guys, what is grappled?
Would
It's just like someone's wrestling you and trying to hold you in place, but you usually still have your like actions. You just can't move.
Okay, thank you.
so I guess what I was thinking is just kind of like for flavor. Could I grab? I'm picturing because we're kind of up against this building, and an axe is just stuck into the side of it, and then a dagger followed up and probably stuck even closer. Can I grab one of those and just try and stab this thing that's grappling me?
yep.
Yay! I think for the sake of being able to actually click from my inventory, I'm going to grab the dagger because I have one. And is it normal or disadvantage?
From what I can see, it's just normal.
Okay.
Any bonuses to
So-
speed? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you use other people's weapons.
Roll me a D100. Nothing bad happens.
That's good news.
So you try and attack him with the dagger, and he just kind of holds the scimitar closer to you, to like your neck. Give up, or I kill you. I'll do it.
No giving up. You're surrounded. Goofy
You're
little
my
fucker.
prisoner. You die if they attack.
Unlikely. I can just
Okay.
imagine they're just bantering back and forth during all of this.
Yep. So this one's gonna try and break free of Kozik. So I have to beat attributes. He's gonna do acrobatics, try and break free. And he is
Oh.
a slippery one indeed.
Damn.
After the rolling around, that you probably get the feeling that
Little
rolling around is
shit.
something that they're also very good at. But not as dignified as yours. And let me check. One feature theirs. You can. All right. Seeing as how you almost got him this time, he's just like, well, good luck. And he does nimble escape.
What? Where's he
Nimble
going?
escape.
$15, $30, $40. Can move double his about there. Yep, they move. Okay. And let's see. So we had said do that. Nope, he's too busy bantering. He didn't hear that. No, you my prisoner. Give up now.
Honestly, you've got it all wrong.
No, you got it all wrong. Yeah.
You've never been wrong in my... All right. If you get off me, I'll let you live.
I'm
That's
letting you
awfully
live now.
generous.
See? And he kind of pokes you a little bit with the scimitar.
Zed's just gonna like rustle underneath him a bunch, just trying to like shake free, but obviously still grappled. Just out of frustration. So I'm just kind of like, he probably looks like he's throwing a temper tantrum.
All right, Ari. His whole turn is just trying to like keep you down there.
So he ran all the way up there.
Yep.
Wow. Well, Ari can't really get to him, so yeah, I guess Ari just goes over. Yeah, you know what? The snake goes, takes his action to just get all the way up to here, and that's its turn.
All right, so you're chasing the goblin. The chase is on. Flutter, you're still angry.
Arr. Arr. All right. Well, I was looking away for a little bit. Did that one disengage?
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. I have to place my flump at the beginning. Is that what it is?
I believe so, because the explosion happens at the end. It has to be within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she might be trying to move.
All right. So I'll put the flump over here. So it'll get that
The
one.
one with one hit point.
Tell me what's happening. What's the flump?
But even if it passes,
And
I
then
think
I
it still would
will-
die.
Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, about there. And I will see. Reckless attack, because I don't have advantage this time. And do throw a hand axe. At least try.
Yeah. Yep, that would hit.
Yeah. Go Flutter.
Six. Almost. He has one
You're
hit point now
such a
too.
badass.
So the hand axe lodges right into it. Wait, aren't you raging?
Yeah.
Doesn't that
That's what
add
the
something?
+2 is.
Okay. 3 strength. Yes, damage. Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, that's right.
so I need to do another one then? That one's not done yet.
Let's see. Do you have 2 hand axes?
I have no idea actually, but I was gonna throw
You,
javelin if I don't.
you have 1 hand axe.
I have no hand axe.
20
So
slash 60.
let's go
Oh,
ahead and throw
20 slash 60.
javelin.
Man, theater of mine, it's fine. That would hit. Feel free to describe how you're probably going to kill it because it only had 1 hit point left.
Yeah.
She's
So-
not giving up.
Head still in Flutter's mouth. She just comes like almost gorilla looking, running at it. Reaches into her tiny little pack and pulls out the axe and just chucks it and then grabs the javelin and throws it right after. Axe probably going into the shoulder and then the javelin just going straight through dead center of the head. Let's go with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And people always go for the head, never go for like the foot or the hand.
That's not a killing hit.
I mean, you'd wish you were dead at that point, right? Somebody just rips your
Wait,
hand
what?
off.
Where is the one that you killed?
North.
I got this one up here.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was waiting.
And then this one needs to make a dex save. Down here.
Dex save. Oh, okay. Well, describe how you blow him up too, because he also had 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh,
I almost. God dang.
The
That
little
knife could
flutter
have-
slump will just slowly kind of hover around the corner,
They just aim
and
lower.
as it looks behind him,
Crotch shot.
it just smiles and like butterflies flutter around just before it explodes. Let's see if it does it.
He only had 1 hit point, so they were meant as fodder. Oh,
And the flutter flies that were attached to the flump come fluttering back to her.
you can get rid of Alto.
It's my
That's fine.
turn.
Boop. All right. You're effectively out of combat, as that was the last combatant. And
I was about to move to try to jump on this goblin, and then that javelin flew right by my head and just passed right through it and exploded it. Oh no. And I got a little bit of the goblin blood on me, but
Nice. Which you love, I imagine.
no, you gotta get it off. I kind of take out my handkerchief. Hopefully it's a dark color and dab at whatever's on my pauldron.
Are
however,
there still buildings on fire?
yeah, I was just about to describe.
Yeah,
So-
these are just the guys
so-
right out in front of our door, but there's still
Yeah, so-
shit going down.
So these were the ones that was, just one of many, right? Like, they're not going to raid a town this big with just, 7 or 8 goblins and 1 guy.
Yeah.
But as your combat ends, effectively, it's kind of like everything else draws to its conclusion as well.
Oh, is
So,
that right? Okay.
Kind of like, it's just sort of a little bit of a, instead of you guys going, okay, you move another block, all right, another combat. It's really just your combat kind of was representing a time frame of all the other stuff happening. So as your little soiree comes to its climactic conclusion, there are buildings on fire. There's still screaming. There's still chaos. There's still children crying and just all sorts. Like a town just got raided.
Yeah.
Is there like a water source nearby, like a well or a pond or anything like that?
You know that there is a well in the middle of town, and there's probably a couple of wells here and there. There's like a
Well-
nice kind of fountain in the middle of town.
The giant snake would like to try something silly and try to go over to the nearest, source of water and just take into what I presume to be a rather large mouth as much water as he can hold, and then start spitting it like a fire hose onto the burning buildings.
Oh, nice.
So give me. Let's see. What skill should we have for this? So give
Firefighting?
me
I'll roll a firefighting check.
Smart persuasion, religion, stealth, survival. Let's do a survival. Like knowing
Nice.
where to aim the water, knowing where the hot spot is, what's actually burning, and a
I'm
9.
gonna use my inspiration on that. Can I re-roll that
Yep.
9?
So click the
I'm gonna
star.
cash
and there
that
we go.
in. Tip mark it off. Come on. Oh, love that. Love when that happens.
You
I
can
mean, it's
use
still a 9.
mine. You can have mine. I keep forgetting I have it anyway.
Cube? I don't know.
If you want. I mean, it's a party resource, so if people want to spend multiple
if
resources
it's
on it,
offered, I mean, let's go for it.
I've got nothing to give.
Come on.
There
Hey,
you
let's
go.
go.
Yeah.
Flutter just
Well
comes up
done.
and like helps pick you up some and aim you towards the fire.
Well done, Flutter. It's a team
Right.
effort.
Yeah.
so
Still
with
head
a
in the mouth because she doesn't know what to do with it yet.
so with a 22, you managed to put out, I'd say, a couple of smaller buildings. Because I mean, you can only hold so much water in that body.
Yeah, of course.
So I'd say like maybe there was a shed that was like on fire and you put that out, but you also knew that if that thing continued burning, then inevitably like some of the embers would have caught like the house next to it. So maybe not necessarily putting out a big fire, but preventing a worse fire.
Nice.
Because we are now in skill challenge mode. So, Flutter, what are you doing? Like, what kind of a skill would you want to utilize to assist in the situation? It's not necessarily just firefighting. I mean, there are wounded
Okay.
people. There's buildings on fire. There's just bodies. There's people that are just kind of discombobulated from the chaos. Like, there's basically pick a skill that you want to use and, describe how you use it, and we'll go from there.
Probably strength or athletics, I mean. Going around and if anybody's like trapped or anything like that, using her strength to lift
She gets a bonus from
or
rage.
break or whatever that needs be to help save people. Like the fires and such.
Sure.
All right.
And you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
14. Wow.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
Mhm.
So you find some people still trapped in the building. Like maybe you see like a woman with her leg trapped under a like fallen beam. It's not on fire, but you get the feeling that all things considered, it's about to be. And you managed to just kind of just lift it up just off of her ankle, and she scrambles and scurries to like get out of the building that's collapsing all around you. You're over there. You're spitting on like a
Still
shit over here.
freaking hobgoblin head in my mouth, I guess. I haven't done anything with it yet.
All right. Sorry. So what would you like to do to assist the townsfolk in the town that is currently aflame?
Well, Sorry just saw Flutter assisting the woman that she lifted up the beam off of, and as the woman ran out of the building, she fell because her leg is so messed up. So Sorry's gonna do some laying on of hands there and heal this woman up.
So how much are you committing to this?
Well, I
Because
can
remember,
lay
lay on
up
hands,
to
you can pick how much you want to heal for.
right. I don't know how wounded she is. How many points does she need to have her leg all better?
You have no idea.
Right. Well, I can go up. I mean, I can keep using this thing, right? Or am I limited in my? Let me read this thing. Wait a
So as far as like
So,
a skill check would go, let's say you do that.
okay, I have a maximum amount. Okay, so I have 30 points, so I can't spend it all on her.
So give me a medicine check, because it kind of sounds like you're aiming to.
All right.
Okay. And you know what? Let's do it with advantage, because the situation and using the healing, because the healing thing isn't an actual skill, but we'll say using that will give you advantage on the skill check.
Okay. Hmm.
Not the
Does that mean
worst,
I'm
not
giving
the
her
best.
13 hit points?
No, that just means she probably doesn't need that much healing.
Oh, okay, okay.
The 14's the threshold, so that's 2 success,
Okay,
1
so I'm
fail.
gonna give her like not that, so maybe 5 will do it. So she can heal her leg up enough so she can walk.
She thanks you, and just like really quickly, I mean, because the building's still on fire, so there's still.
Yeah.
She has like this wild look in her eyes, and panic has set in, and she's just like, she thanks you and like shakes your hand, and then like a beam falls and collapses, and they kind of just run off in terror.
Yeah, she's out of there. Okay. And then I have 2. Well, can I help anybody else, or that I just have one thing I'm doing right now?
One thing, because it's a
Okay.
skill, it's basically a skill challenge,
Oh, right. Okay.
so
Okay.
everybody gets to do one thing, and we'll
All
see
right.
the results. I'm just kind of going from north to south, so the next token down is Kozik.
I want to go back inside the cavern and tell them that for the moment the coast is clear. And I kind of say, I guess I want to persuade them to get out and do some stuff. So I say, where's the cat girl? Cat girl, maybe get some people together and go make sure that the animals are all right. And the rest of you, let's form a bucket brigade and try to put out some of these fires. I'll roll a persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Persuasion.
How
That's enough.
persuasive.
14's the threshold. So a couple of people, yeah, because probably a couple of people that you motivated before to be the defensive line. You kind of say the coast is clear, we need help out here, and those are kind of the same people that chime in and nod and agree and start grabbing whatever they can find. Maybe a couple of them pull like some buckets out their backpacks, and they start running out. Yeah. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 success, 1 fail, and Zed.
All right.
The
So
last thing you saw was this goblin on top of you, and then it just exploded.
fucking told you. Had him right where I wanted.
Then just flutter flies flying away afterwards.
Zed's gonna get up and kind of brush himself off, and he's gonna see the fires and everything. He's gonna see this huge snake just like Gyarados-ing water from a well onto some of these buildings here. Kozik's gonna run back to the tavern, and he's gonna see Sari and Flutter helping. He's gonna pull his water skin out, and he's gonna dump majority of it kind of on his head, just getting his hair all wet, his face all wet, and everything. He's gonna
Maximilian
dash.
would love that.
He's gonna dash with his bonus action and use his dashing pin just to give him some extra speed. And he's gonna use acrobatics to try and start running into some of these burning buildings. And trying to save people, akin to when he was trying to save Little One in the burning ship. Little callback.
Give me that acrobatics. And akin to when you did that before, you still make it look just as good.
Nice.
Move that token out of my way. And yeah, you like duck into some building, like you like just trying to pull people out, like.
Yeah, like if there's someone stuck in a building, if there's a, he's not trying to like lift stuff because he sees Flutters is kind of looking at that, so he's just running into burning places, and that's why he poured water all over himself, trying to grab people and get out. Basically, more or less take him to like toward the mimic, because that was, I think, what we discovered, or not. We kind of decided was our little hub here.
The safest place in town, right? Inside the mimic.
Ironically.
So let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 success, 1 fail. All right. So with all of your effective efforts, you managed to definitely pull up some people out of buildings. You put fires out, and just kind of reflecting your efforts seems to be other locations, like maybe some other heroes here and there, or aspiring heroes. Let me see if you'd see her. Would she be around? Nope. Okay. Yeah, you basically see other people doing the same thing, trying to help their neighbors, pulling people out of buildings, trying to put fires out. The assistance from Bucket Brigade, Kozik's Bucket Brigade, that's kind of spread. Like some of the people from the tavern have come out and basically relayed the message, like, we need to get these fires out quickly. And basically it's just everybody working in tandem to try and do damage control. Successfully. Barely, but successfully.
Nice.
So as things kind of die down a little bit, the air is definitely thick with smoke and ash, but the screaming and terror has died down to more of a, it's not panic screams. It's more like maybe like people in pain, or a building collapsing here and there, and then somebody like being startled by it. It's not active terror. It's just sort of the dying down in the aftermath of a chaotic situation. And then Flutter's rage would effectively have died down by
I was
now.
trying to figure out where Sorry was. I was gonna run up and drop the head and then morph back. But I'm not sure where.
So in the effects tab, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down, inactive effects, like it was on, you get that. Toggle that off. I turned it off.
Oh, the rage. Oh yeah, no, I knew. I was saying I was trying to figure out where Dari was because I don't.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said you're trying to figure out what the rage was. Anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jirari, after doing his best to put out some fires, would have kind of gone back over to the mimic, and you would have found him there, still in the giant snake form.
Probably
Okay.
causing a little bit of panic
Well,
inside.
she comes in full rage mode, basically gorilla running,
I have no idea why your token got
drops
deleted.
it down by the snake, and then like shakes and spits and then shrinks back down.
About the
As
head.
you spit it out and shrink back down, and seeing any bit of panic on the villagers,
He must have deleted his token.
Jirari will drop the snake form and shift back into his normal form. And then seeing you spit out it was
All
the head of the
excited.
hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jirari looks at it, and you
Polymorph,
see his eyes go big. Wow, the head of the snake, indeed. Well done, well done.
Well, yeah, that's what she said, that we had to get the head. So
You
I got
see
the head.
things exactly as they are, Flutter.
Okay, reset.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
guess
I
that's
learned.
right. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, Jirari looks
Yes.
pleased, and then in his normal form, we'll kind of point inside the mimic. I guess where everyone else is gathering at the time. Well, shall we?
Well, what do we do with the head?
Looking around at all of the other just like corpses in general, I'm sure we will have to deal with all of this momentarily, but
Okay.
we deserve at least a short rest.
Okay. I kind of want to go check the hobgoblin first, so see what he may have.
I'm gonna skitter over to the hobgoblin and loot him if he has
All right.
anything.
He has stuff. So you check him out. He has some pretty heavy looking bulky armor. He has a long sword. He has a shield. Yeah, a long sword, a shield, armor, and monies.
Oh, shit.
And what looks like an amulet around his neck that depicts what seems like an eyeball surrounded by tendrils. And then
Wait, who looks like this?
hold on, let me finish.
No, I didn't know who you were talking about. Sorry.
And when you notice that amulet, you also notice, you didn't really pay it much mind because you were in the heat of battle, but it's a very similar motif on his shield, and even more so, like the hilt of the sword, like where the hand guard would be, kind of looks like a tendril motif and like what looks like an eye sort of design in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hobgoblin.
All right.
I'm gonna toss that stuff in my bag of holding. I have no idea how to add stuff to my inventory. And I'm gonna skitter on after.
Well, it'll take you a while to
Alright.
get the armor off of him because it's pretty heavy.
I'm pretty strong.
It's more of a Don/Doff.
Mhm.
Actually, I'd say it probably
I know,
takes
I'm just
even
being
longer
silly.
because he's unconscious. So you'd have to like, trying to take heavy armor off of somebody who's just like lifeless might be a little more work. Because if they're active, they're probably like helping you like remove straps and stuff.
I mean, I can't just slunk it off over his non-existent head.
No, because it's heavy armor.
Who are we talking about?
The hobgoblin.
Okay, thank you.
See this
Items.
tiny little cobalt-looking thing just
Okay,
dragging
there it is.
armor off of his body.
So he had a shield. Effectively, he had plate armor, which is why it takes a very long time to get that off. He had 2 javelins, longsword, shield. Yeah. And monies. So roll me a. Let's see, how much do you have? He had. Okay, so roll me 2d20 and then multiply it by 10, and that's how much money he has.
Ooh.
Oops. Every time. And then multiply it by 10, so
190.
100,
See, I
190
know how to
gold
put
pieces.
that in. I don't know how to do any of the other stuff, though.
Yeah, I can bring it in for you. So what's the party doing? As I'm getting things put into your inventory.
Well, I think we should. I might so I say we go wandering about and just see if we can lend a hand about the town.
I thought we did. I thought we were going in the mimic.
Well, yeah, but there might be other people that need some help.
But what about the people in the mimic? What if they need help? I thought everybody was tired. We're gonna take a little rest.
In the mimic?
Yeah, that's
Well,
where they went.
I think I missed that. Who's in the mimic?
Um, Dari went that way.
Did I just miss something? Everybody went in the mimic? Oh, the
I think
tavern. I'm thinking the mimic. The tavern's name is the mimic. All right. Well, I didn't
Better
realize
not she
everybody.
gets confused.
I didn't realize everybody had gone in the mimic. I'll go in and I'll say again what I wanted to say. Hey, let's go see if we can help anybody that needs help.
Well, I just wanted to say that I got some stuff off the hobgoblin. I thought I'd show what I got. It doesn't mean anything to Flutter, but maybe it means something to you guys.
And I pulled just the hilt out of my tiny little bag of holding pouch.
It's got like this eye monster thingy on it. And then the shield also had the eye monster thingy on it. And then I believe the armor did as well.
The
I
armor
think that's
didn't. It
what
didn't look that nice.
Okay.
I also got some armor and yeah, but it's got this eye monster thingy. Does this mean anything? Doesn't mean anything to Flutter.
what sort of check can
I'm
we
on.
do to see if we know?
Yeah, is that familiar in any way? For some reason, I also can't open Draari's sheet.
History and
Eye monster thing.
can't open his sheet.
The beholder.
I
But-
can open the sheet. Are you trying to open it off of the token or from the folder?
From the players folder. And it's weird, I can open other sheets.
Maybe refresh?
Yeah, good idea.
Because that's odd.
Maybe it's already open on your thing. It's just minimized.
I checked for that because I usually pop it out and put it on my other screen, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have something to do with all the wild shapes and changing of tokens or something.
Makes sense.
So polymorpher, kind of
I want to
weird.
make
Got
a
it.
history check also. Let's see if I recognize it.
All right, sorry. Yeah, no.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, should I roll just for shits and giggles? I don't.
Sure. Trying to think how Ari would.
Just the giggles, it's fine.
I mean, on a 9, probably just the shits.
Right.
All right, so
Like,
Ari.
sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna have sorry roll as well. Like, sorry, have you ever seen this symbol?
I'm not sure. Let me take a closer look. Let me see. Hang on just a second.
Let's see what she gets.
No, I don't think I've seen it. No,
I'm stumped as well.
So let's see. Funny enough, Ari has the history for this. 'Cause I'm trying to think how he would have come across this. Okay. So in your many moons of meditation, your many days of contemplation and rolling the bones and getting mixed messages and probably a lot of bad omens, a lot of woe in terms of wheel and woe, you would definitely, it's not necessarily a I saw this symbol in its exact nature. It's almost more of a feeling. Like when it's shown to you, you're kind of like, I know this. I've dreamt this. I remember this. Where did I see it? It wasn't when Ari was awake. It wasn't something that you saw physically. It was in visions. It was in nightmares. It was flashes of thoughts and images that didn't really make sense at the time. So maybe even you blocked it out for a bit, or you just didn't have enough puzzle pieces to be able to comprehend the message. But on a 19, you think that there were a few visions that you had in regards to kind of right before you came across the party, and that sort of sense of dread, that sense of almost like being preyed upon or being stalked by a great predator in the sky. And you don't really know a name because, you know, it's not like it's a name has ever been spoken, but it's just the vision that's something consuming, something hungry, very, it's almost like the only way that you understand this, it wasn't a voice, it was a feeling, and it was a hungry feeling. It was the urge to eat, to consume more than you could ever possibly be satiated by. But every time
Yep.
you had that feeling, you always fought against it.
So, yeah, after everyone passing around this,
It's hard to
whether it's a
describe.
piece of armor, or the shield, or the sword, anything that bears that
Feeling,
symbol,
you know.
Ari looks at it,
Even when I was
and
reading my notes,
almost
it was like,
if you handed it to him, he just drops it and like kind of spits and speaks in a language that you don't understand. It's Sylvan, maybe anyone
I
understands
understand.
it, and just says abomination in Sylvan. This is an ill omen. Only that which has haunted my visions and nightmares, that of a moon that never rises, an era of the new moon, that which eats and consumes her, the many moons, and he just kind of falls, almost just like shooken by the sight of this thing and its physical manifestation. Um,
It's a sword, not an omen.
Not the sword, that symbol.
So the eye monster.
It stands for something with a greater meaning than any of these items or objects. A thing that has haunted and sought my sights for many times.
Hmm.
I do not know what it means, but only dread.
Dread. Oh. Hmm. Interesting.
A beast that consumes her, the moon. It is a prophecy with that of my people, the lizards who follow the many moons. It is our version of the end of time. When the being that consumes the moons, our path will no longer be shown, and the lizards will die. This is a very evil thing. And again, like Ari
Oh.
doesn't even want to look at it or like even be around the sigil or anything that bears it.
Wow. Well, that doesn't sound good.
That's not good.
My friends, I must consult now. And then Ari goes into like a kind of a meta. He'll go outside of the tavern somewhere underneath an open sky and just go into a slight meditation. Start ritually casting, speak with plants or speak with animals or just anything that's around, and just trying to tune back in with the natural balance of things. So he'll be kind of removed for the next short little, at least the next hour of in-game time.
Flutter follows and tries to mimic what you're doing. Maybe plays with her cards. Her leaves.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
So while they're in a state of rebalancing and recentering themselves, what's Sari, Zed, and Kozik doing? It absolutely leaves for the next hour.
What'd you say about the next hour?
What you guys are doing?
The next hour, okay, they're gonna be in there a while. You fellas want to come with me and just make sure everything's okay out there in the town, see if anybody needs our help?
I'm fine with that. Feel like we should at least poke around,
Yeah.
and if we find anyone, we could send them over here. Or I'm so we were supposed to be meeting the mayor, and then the town got attacked. So, and I'm kind of curious as well, is this a random attack? Are they after the mayor, or are they after, like, this seems quite odd in the timing.
I asked the cat girl if I can find her. Where is if these attacks have happened before, or do they know anything about this?
Let's see. First, roll me a perception to see if you can find her.
Okay. Percepcione. Okay.
Percepe.
Nice 10.
So you're trying to find her, but you kind of there's too much going on. Either she's not in here, or maybe she's in the back. Maybe she's out and about helping people, but you can't really
That's probably
find
the
her.
case.
Darla, the barmaid.
Okay, well that's cool. I wanted to ask her particularly, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we can go out and see if we can get into more trouble out there in the streets.
In
Well,
trouble
if
in
we're
the
gonna
streets.
go see, we could go see about the mayor as well.
Yeah, let's go by. We can go by City Hall and see if we can find our way there and back.
All right, that sounds good to me. I just want to see if we can be of help in any way.
All right. So basically, for the next hour, there's a lot of help that can be made. There's a lot of wounded. There's a lot of buildings collapsing. There's a lot of people trapped in buildings. There's a lot of people that didn't actually make it. Probably
Yeah.
more so due to building collapses than actual wounds. There's like a few people that,
Right.
the goblins did manage to kill, but just in the hour, you kind of gather that it wasn't a raid to burn down the village. Because if they wanted to kill more people, they easily could have. But it's still, only an hour after the chaos, so people are still looking around and trying to find people, and everything is still, you're still in the moment, despite it being an hour later. It's still, some
Right.
buildings take longer than an hour to put out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still chaos.
I wonder what this was about. Why did they attack?
The odd thing is we had just come into town.
You think it has something to do with us then?
Well, I'm starting to believe so, based on our camp was being raided by that gnoll and the like 4-armed gorilla. And they were obviously looking for something. Didn't seem like anything was taken. And as soon as we got down here, we didn't spend a whole lot of time. First thing we did was go to the Mimic. And
Right, and that big guy, the big head guy, was like right there on us.
oh, so you're right. It's like someone ran in not too long after we were making ourselves cozy and just said, "Hey, the town's being attacked," and they were able to do all of this just in a short amount of time, and pretty much showed up right after us. So I can't
I wonder
I
if the
can't
rest
seem
of
to
the
shrug the
attacks
weight of
around town were a
guilt
diversion.
that it might happen to be based on us. People chasing us. We've got a lot of people after us. Sort of inherently. And then we're seeing this weird symbol that Drori is talking about something all-consuming, and we've obviously dealt with that before.
All right.
We were in the Feywild, and Neovaro's getting drained of her power when we were in the ruins, and dealing with the weird tentacle monsters that are trying to
Yeah, something's
grab
after
anything.
us, isn't it?
It's all too coincidental.
Right. It's like everywhere we go, there's a big,
We still have one
that's
more week.
big to do.
So I'm a bit, and when we first got here to the material plane, and we heard from Tio, and we obviously knew that she was doing odd experiments, and then the mayor here, they were in former adventuring party. They have some sort of connection. I don't know. That's why I'm a bit curious as to what's going on.
Well, I'm sure it'll be cleared up if we can meet the mayor. Maybe tomorrow, or I don't know. I doubt he's in his office now.
Accurate assessment.
Yeah, I wonder what the mayor might know. Because if this isn't a regular thing, if it's not a regular attack, if they're not in conflict with these folks and they just happen to show up when we get here, well, that'll tell us quite a bit.
Well, unfortunately, I tried to keep one of the goblins alive, but the other members of our party didn't share that sentiment with me. Maybe they could have told us where they came from.
I have a
Oh,
feeling
well.
they've not have cooperated.
Perhaps
But I-
still there is a trail we could follow.
Wait a minute, is that Jari? Aren't you meditating for an hour or something?
Oh, I wasn't sure if that hour had passed or not. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
Kozik, that sort of weapon that you picked up from the knoll, did it have any weird sort of scriptures or symbols?
Not that I noticed. Let me check it out here.
I'm really oddly thinking that those two had something to do with this hunting party as well.
What do you think, DM? What does it look like? Is there any distinguishing marks or anything on it?
Distinguishing. Let's see. Because you did just kind of pick it up and, oh, it's mine now, and kind of put it in your pack.
No one else would touch it.
Oh, I'm going to mention real quickly. Sari picked up her knife and her hand axe. Just
Oh,
saying.
good.
So
You would be like,
looking
you
at
left
the
it back at the village.
design of it, kind of looks a little tentacly, like where the flail or the ball, I guess, would be. Kind of has like a little bit of that motif, little squirminess on the handle, not physical, not like actual squirminess, but
Right, aesthetically, it's kind of serpentine and disgusting.
yeah.
Hey.
And I say, well, Mr. Thatcher, I mean, there's definitely a resemblance. I wonder.
A resemblance with what?
With the symbols, right? The ghastly symbols on the knife that Flutter picked up and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're just like holding it out and showing it to people.
Oh, okay, it's similar to that one. I don't like the feel of this.
Right.
Somebody's messing with us.
Well, next time, if we are able to, maybe get our hands on one of them. And I don't know if any of you got spells. I'm pretty sure Shaw might have a spell for reading into someone's thoughts. Might be
Dangerous
worth
proposition
our
there.
efforts.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I'm
might be
thinking
right.
that these people might just
Stare
have
into
been
the
hired
void.
and not know shit, and maybe they were hired by someone.
It can stare
But
back.
I'm
try.
convinced that the goblin that kept trying to say that I was his prisoner had no fucking wits about him whatsoever.
Probably the only one that would have known something was that big fella, the hobgoblin.
He definitely seemed almost on the side of being overconfident as well.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm assuming the three of us are all just kind of like walking and talking and like going through the town and helping people where we can and stuff like that. But
So the question
Maybe we
is,
should get back
how
to the
long are you
mimic.
gonna be out?
Maybe
'Cause
we
I-
should get back to the mimic, make sure everyone's all right.
Because I highly doubt R is gonna be like, I'm gonna be doing this for exactly 1 hour. So the question is, how
Yeah,
long are you
yeah,
guys gonna
yeah.
be out and about?
Well, let's get going back. What you say?
Yeah, I would assume if we weren't going to go straight to, if we were going to split off and go straight to the mayor, which I wouldn't suggest, I would want to wait for all of us to be together.
Yeah, and he's
Then
probably busy.
I figured that we'd like walk around for a little bit and then we'd probably be back in like half an hour. I don't know. Like I assume we wouldn't spend as much time as the meditation.
Right.
All right, so then, yeah, you reconvene. They're still, probably in the apex of the meditative state.
Flutter's got her leaves everywhere. She's trying to do a reading.
Okay. So,
You're getting
Bye.
Flutter. Are you getting anything?
oh, well, 3 of the leaves are facing up. This is the justice leaf and the 4 cups and the 4 stars thingies. So this one, the justice, it means we need to be fair and find the truth. The symbol is a bad sign. We should be careful and make sure we do the right thing.
And do you know what
The
it means exactly, that symbol?
No, I'm just reading my leaves. 4 of cups. The 4 cups. It means we might be missing something important. Like what it means. We need to think hard and pay attention, and maybe there's help or signs we're not seeing. Nope, 1, 2, 3, the 8 star thingies. This leaf means we need to work hard and focus on the details. We have to be careful and do our best to solve this problem.
Well, that sounds good.
Well, let's just make sure we see everything and work hard and stay safe. Basically, what the leaves are saying.
All right
Yeah.
then.
So,
Is the Ari out of his trance yet?
I mean, if you wait around for him, yeah.
I think Zed will go inside and how many people would you say are roughly in the mimic, like including people that we've brought here and things like that?
Yes.
Like, is it packed?
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of be I'm assuming people are like laying out on tables and sitting in all the chairs and stuff, and so he'll scoot around and work his way over to the bar. Any chance I could get a drink?
Yes, of course. The paying customers are always welcome to have a beverage.
What's your strongest stuff?
Hey, mate, I'll
He
join you.
presents a very long list.
All of these are the strongest.
Of course, yes. Of course.
How many things would you say are on the list, OOC?
20.
20? All right, I'm going to roll a d20. I feel like that one sounds good.
Right.
Yes,
sounds
of course, here.
good. Aye, I'll take that one.
He's going to kind of lean back and going to talk loud enough just to hope that Kozik and if Flutter is, not too concentrated on the reading. He's like, y'all want anything? I feel like we deserve it.
Oh, Mr. Jack.
I'm gonna start scraping all my cards, my leaves together, and shoving them in my bag.
There's quite a long list, and he's just going to kind of hold it up, hopefully high enough to where it's above the crowd.
Oh,
Which
wow.
he still probably
Scribbles.
can't read.
No, I can't.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um,
Yes, I go over
Just
and I
pick a
act like
number,
I'm
Flutter.
reading it.
Just pick a number, love. Just pick a number.
Zed's going to turn back to the bartender. Do you have one that's got pictures?
No, actually.
Just pick a number between 1 and 20.
Just order me one of whatever you're having, Mr. Thatcher.
All right, that'd be another one of those then.
Roll your dice, Flutter. See what
Thank you.
point at.
I actually had something that I was gonna do, but I can't find it now. Dang it.
I'm looking. It's okay. Hmm. You know, back home there is this drink called Starlight Nectar. You you guys have that? It's got moonberry juice and nectar of the celestial blossoms and dewdrops from the fay
Wow.
glade and pixie dust.
That sounds fantastic.
Do you have
Hmm.
that?
That doesn't sound like something we have available, but I am interested in this recipe.
It's called Starlight Nectar. It's quite yummy. So pretty much like back home, we would gather up the moonberries and celestial blossoms and some dewdrops from from other sources under the guidance of the forest spirits, of course. It's very important that you have their permission. But you crush up I'm about to cough, sorry. Huh. Whew.
Just picture Flutter coughs and like rages for half a second and then goes back to normal.
Sorry. Sorry about that. But you crush up the moonberries to get the juice, and then you mix in the celestial blossom nectar and mix in dewdrops, and you stir with a wand of woven starlight.
Ooh.
And then you sprinkle just a little pinch of pixie dust over the drink, and you whisper a blessing to the Fey folk, inviting their magic to enhance the drink's flavor and 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 make it like a touch of Feywild enchantment. And then you serve the starlight nectar in like a crystal cup gobby thingy, uh, and you put like a pretty little like twig of the moon blossom and a sprinkle of stardust for a very magical drink. It's so good. Um, it it tastes like the Feywild, and it glows a delicate, and it's got delicate smells. Not as sweet as Flutter smells, but it's very magical. And
Oh, you're making me homesick, Flutter. You're making me homesick.
Flutter's a little homesick, but I mean I can't go back, so I could have a drink that reminds me of it. It kind of, this drink, it fills you with wonder and magic, and it really makes you think of the beauty and the mysteries that lie in the heart of the Feywild.
I wonder if there's
So,
anything like that in on the material plane. I have a feeling not.
Right, so
Okay.
you got all that.
yeah.
The wonder
Of
and mysteries
course.
and everything, all the bits.
Of course.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
now we know where to go.
with that, we should wrap up here because some people got to head out. It is late.
Well, are we renting? Are we going to rent some rooms there and get a good night's sleep, get a long rest? Because some of us lost a lot of hit points.
So yeah, with that, after like that turn to the bar, Zed, seeing if that order can be fulfilled, Ari finally finds his way and stumbles into the mimic and looks tired and weary, not physically, but just you can just tell he's carrying some kind of weight, and he finds his way over to the bar. Yes, at least one drink, something to remind of home. This is good, Flutter. I will have one of those as well. But I am afraid that I cannot sleep this night, my friends. For speaking with the earth, with the muds and the waters, and my communion has only showed me one very important thing, that this land still needs to be healed. And then Ari plans to have this drink, and then he'll explain that he needs to head out, just right outside of the kind of the town into where it starts meeting the wilds a little bit, and he's going to do a full 8-hour casting of plant growth.
Wow.
So when he does it over a full 8-hour period, he's just going to enrich all of this land within a half-mile radius, and it'll remain so for any plants or any crops or anything that towards the natural order of things. But he's not going to be resting this night, so he's probably going to be super tired.
That's why we have exhaustion level. So with that, let's wrap up the session and vote for inspiration.
Oh, I vote for Flutter. She was so badass tonight.
Yeah, I'll
Although
second
she
that.
has an inspiration, though,
Aw.
I guess.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah,
She
well then
gave her
definitely for
inspiration to
Flutter.
me, so I would definitely vote Flutter on that one. Seconded.
Yes.
Why? Thank you. Hmm. I enjoyed Ari's role play during this, so I would say Ari.
2 Flutter, 1 Ari.
Oh, Flutter got 2. Oh, you said that. My brain is not hearing things correctly. Forgive me.
Zed.
I'll go
Oh,
Flutter.
close.
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go Flutter as well. Thought it was. I love how literal Flutter can be. So at the very beginning, just Ari saying like, "Yeah, we got to cut the head off the snake," and then the little bit of Ari turning into a snake and Flutter being like the player is just like, I'm not gonna be as literal. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, great RP, most definitely.
Yeah.
All right. There is your inspiration.
Let's see. Still so inspired.
Nice.
All
Well,
right.
that was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed joining you guys once more. Yeah, I'm down to join next week as well for that open seat, and continue the story. I do have to run for this evening, but thank you all so much for having me at the table and for being the amazing players that you all are.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. That
Nice
was a
to
lot of
meet you,
fun.
Yeah,
Dari.
right on. Great.
It's
Dari.
fun playing with you.
Yeah,
Um,
excellent.
yeah.
Take
And
care,
I
everybody.
agree.
Take care,
All
man.
right. Good night.
All right, and bye. All right.
Good
So,
night, folks.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up stream, but I will echo Drawry's sentiments. It's always fun. And I'll see you guys next week.
all right. So, as we wrap this up, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking and hopefully enjoying. I guess thanks for enjoying. That's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, we do this every Tuesday, 7:30, give or take 7:40, Pacific. For those of you on the Ubes tubes and weren't able to make it, that's the schedule we have set. I usually try and get the VODs up on. I usually try and get them on YouTube before the next session. I've been getting a little bit better recently and getting it in Sunday, but usually I've been doing it on Mondays, usually like Monday morning. Let's see what else. Yeah, so tomorrow will be the other campaign, the Wanderers. Different group, different feel. But that one is at 5:30 Pacific. They are pretty good at starting on time, but for safety's sake, we'll still say about 5:40. Assuming nothing explodes like it did tonight, which I gotta fix that. Yay! It's always something with Foundry, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the gist of it. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. And hopefully you have a wonderful evening or morning, probably morning for a lot of people. And yeah, for those of you who have inquiring minds as to what I normally do, I'm usually a variety streamer, but I do a lot of D&D. Or I stream D&D. I do a lot of D&D outside of streaming too. But yeah, if you're ever curious to see when we go live, feel free to check out that little follow button right there. I stream on Twitch. I guess I should probably announce that more often. I stream on Twitch, and then I put the videos on YouTube. So, I just thought of something. I should probably put a link to my Twitch on my YouTube. Anyway, we learn as we go, and that's what's important. So with that, we shall see you again next time, I hope. But until then, farewell, adventurers, and rock and stone, brother. And thank you for that sub. Did it just as I was about to,